Hello, we're live. Okay, there we go. Okay, good evening and welcome everyone to the next episode of Wardens of Whitechapel here on Welcome to the Party. I am Throck, and with me today is an entire lumberjack crew right outside my window. Yay! For some reason, at 8:30 at night on the East Coast here, my landlords decided it would be a super awesome time to cut down a tree. It's great, but I'm sure they'll be done soon because it's getting dark and they might accidentally, power saw their arms off or something. So hopefully they'll be done soon and you won't hear a lot of this, but I'm going to try and keep myself muted when I'm not talking until they're finished. Before that, hi, I'm Throck, also known as Sean. I'm your storyteller for the evening. You can find me on the tweeters right there, at ThrockPlays. And then, or they start singing, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and okay, sorry, I'm a big Monty Python fan from back in the day, and you can't just do that to me, right? Like, I will take any song cue you give me and turn it into a poorly sung song. Couple of announcements before we go around and say hello to everyone is, first of all, this is Welcome to the Party. If you haven't hit follow, you should hit follow. We'd love you. We've got a bunch of great shows here on the channel. I have announcements. Oh yeah, first, check out our Patreon. Our Patreon is set up to help fund the channel and do things like pay for Zoom, pay for Roll20 for all the DMs and STs, and as we grow the Patreon, we want to turn it into PBS for RPGs, where we underwrite people to do amazing writing, amazing art, and things like that, and then show it off. Is the chatbot off? And then show it off on the channel. Chatbot's clearly off, so I'm going to turn that on. So check us out at patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg. Oh my god, that's obnoxious. Is that obnoxious to everybody else? I haven't turned
I live in
it
Florida.
on yet,
There's always tree cutting.
It's not terrible to me personally. It sounds like someone is chainsawing something in the very background. But
oh, okay. So it's not like super loud. Okay.
No, it's not like someone's chainsawing something in your room.
Okay, good.
It definitely sounds like it's outside.
Because to me it sounds like someone's chainsawing in my room. Okay, awesome. So that's the chatbot is now firing up. It is now up. So you should be able to do your exclamation mark stuff. The second thing is check out our merch store and our other amazing sponsors and friends of the channel. Devin Rue, of course, the Mistress of Map, amazing friend of the channel. She actually provided the background you see here. Very pretty. Does all sorts of amazing work. You can find her stuff at rueinc.com, and Tabletop Loot, who's been a friend of the channel for a long time as well. You can find amazing dice and other sorts of stuff at their channel, which is tabletoploot.com. And last but not least, our sponsor, So Nerdware. Tonight's show is brought to you by So Nerdware, the finest in nerd merch. They are a small, single-owned company that is LGBTQ-run company, so it fits very well with the values of our channel as well. Maddie, who runs it, is an amazing human being, and you can go there, which is sonerdware.com/welcome-to-the-party-shop, and use the code WELCOME to get 10% off your next purchase of amazing Welcome to the Party merch. I think that's it. So I'm going to mute myself as we go around and say hi to everyone, starting with, and we'll just go clockwise so I can keep my mic out for the longest time possible. Clockwise, starting with Jekyll, and then Reverend, then Kali, then Mole. Or Jackie, then Evan, then Kay, then Kevin.
Hi everybody, I'm Jackie, better known as Death by Mage, and I'll be playing Jekyll, the Mysterium Mystigos mage, and I'm going to be making more poor decisions tonight, so please look forward to that.
Hello, I am Evan, and I am going to be playing the Reverend. And if you see me later on beat red in my face and sweating, it's because it's hot as balls in my house, and I am wearing this, which is just the worst summer wear you could possibly wear, next to probably whatever Kevin's wearing. And Jekyll. Yeah, you guys are both wearing pretty awful clothes, too. All right. It had to be Victorian London. We had to play Victorian era.
In the summer.
In the summer. But it's true. Isn't it supposed to be hot as balls in the game too, Throck? Is it like mid-summer? There you go. Perfect. All right, so it's all in character. It all works. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm excited to punch a monster today. Whose turn is it? Is it Kay, Kevin? Kay's turn?
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, I am known on the interwebs as...
Can't hear you.
Oh, come on. Can you hear me now?
Little better. Maybe
Oh,
yell.
goodness. Ah! Okay. I don't know what's going on with my mic. It has decided to hate me tonight.
That's a lot better. What you're doing
Well, because I'm like eating it.
now. Okay.
Anywho, so I am Kali, Moro Silver Ladder Mage, and that is a thing I'll be doing. Yeah. Undead K on the internet, and yeah, super looking forward to making poor life choices. Maybe I'll, overextend things again. We'll see.
All right. My name is Kevin. I'm Bisonic Kevin on the Twitters and the Discords. And I will be playing the Mole, a Moros magician, or Mysterian. That's it. A Mysterian magician of the Moros. And, oh my god, something just ate my brain. Yeah, I'm looking forward to making correct decisions and being excellent and judging the rest of you harshly.
I expect nothing less.
I mean, at least Kali's moderately logical most of the time.
I mean, I'm logical. Jekyll's logical.
If you're a mad scientist, you're logical.
Just has a tendency to try to get paradoxes going. That's cool.
Yeah.
I take all in that paradox. Thank you very much.
I'm going to
Eat it.
ensure that Throck never gets to have a paradox in this game.
You know how sad I would be?
Because
Do you even?
He wants it
do you even,
so bad.
I really do.
He
I
really does.
I just
Which
do.
is horrifying as a player because I don't know what they do. And so it really frightens me.
I know. I can't wait. Anyways, who wants to tell me what happened last week?
Okay. Let's see. Callie and Jekyll obtained some mercury. We are going up against something, an Akanamoth, called, oh my god,
It's an Akamoth. Akamoth? Is that the word?
Akamoth's correct.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Named. I have it. Where is the
Inthrotha?
Inthrotha.
And
Yeah.
Thraka the Ninth Calamity.
Calamity. Yeah.
Yes.
The fuck-
And in order to do this, we came up with a plan. We are going to get some heavy metals, which Callie talked to her mentor, Dr. Harris, and obtain a quantity of mercury. Davis and the Reverend had a discussion as the Mole and the Reverend traveled through the sewers to do reconnaissance.
Davis, your fake ghost that you have. That nonsense illusion that you keep doing for no reason. Because you have split personality disorder. Yeah.
I surveyed the place. There were 18 kids, a headmaster, a headmistress, 5 adults with the glasses, and a 15-year-old who is probably the brand new magician chained to a wall. There are sub-tunnels under the tunnels that the Mole very much wants to get to later. And the Rev blocked a tracking spell that was coming for the Mole. We covered some unnecessary plans to get rid of the spiders. And that took a good amount of time. And then Jekyll will summon, and then we spent the rest of the time buffing up, getting, shining our shoes, getting everyone ready to go.
Yep.
Like Batmaning, checking our utility belt, essentially. Like getting
Yeah.
our utility belt.
Yep. And we also juiced up the Reverend, literally.
So
I
do you want
am
me to-
so ready to beat the piss fuck out of something.
Oh, and we also moved the ley line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I moved the ley line. I don't know if that's like special.
That's a big deal. That is a super big deal. Yeah. People notice.
think
There
that's a
will be
big deal.
ramifications to that, but that's fine.
Now, to be fair, it wasn't me. It was the will of the Lord that moved that ley line.
Yes.
Right.
It was absolutely the will of the Lord.
Before you
Okay.
give me the credit, it's
Okay, so here's how we boosted ourselves. I gave us all +2 to withstand with the spell Wards and Signs. Jekyll gave us a mental shield with 4 successes, because that provokes a clash of wills
Mm-hmm.
when it comes into play. And Ghostin summoned a ghost. So we'll see. Kali tried to do body control, and it ended up failing on her, and now she has -1 to initiatives. The Jekyll boosted the Rev's weaponry and brawl.
Mm-hmm.
Brawl's at max +1. And the Rev moved to Leyline, yeah.
Yep.
which is supposed to give us like a little, if I recall, a little bit of extra juice during the fight. All I wrote down though is ley line successful. I don't know what that means. So
it's going to have some bonuses for you and for the people who are there. And for those of you just joining, apologies for the background noise here. 8:30 at night, and they're fucking using a chainsaw across the parking lot for me. But hopefully they'll be done soon.
It's like Halloween all over again. It's my favorite sound.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's fine when, you're not streaming and you're trying to be heard.
Yeah, right? Anyways, parties unknown.
They smell great too.
They really do. Okay, let's focus up and get into this.
I'm ready.
Parties unknown have summoned an abyssal deity, or entity, not deity, an abyssal entity called Enthraka, the ninth horror, who is here for, as you have discovered, the purpose of weakening the veil by harnessing thousands of abyssal spiders and implanting them in the brains of mundane human beings and magically enhanced human beings alike. This has been going down at a place called Harmony House. Harmony House is a boarding school that recently opened up, and where about 20 children have been completely subsumed by Enthraka, completely under its thrall. Why he's been summoned, who summoned him, and what you're going to do to stop them, you don't know. But what you do know now is how to defeat the horror itself. Heavy metals will weaken it, and you have created a plan and used your mighty magical powers to buff yourselves so that you can make your way over to the Harmony House boarding school in order to confront Enthraka, the ninth horror, for hopefully the first and only time. So with that, we meet our players at St. Bridget's, their hospital, their clinic in the neighborhood of Whitechapel in Victorian London. The year is 1888, just as they have finished their preparations. And with that, in your ritual room is where we'll begin tonight. So what happens next, team?
All right. Well, I think the ley line is moved.
Well, I'm more surprised that you managed to do it, but...
What's that? Why?
I am not doubting your capabilities. I am just amazed that it worked.
The Lord
They will
works
be
through
ready
me.
for us.
They what?
They will be ready for us. It won't go unnoticed that we moved the ley line.
So,
Yes.
is going in quiet still the plan then?
I don't know that
We should at least still go in through the bottom, because I don't want to get any of those kids caught in the crossfire.
Well, through the bottom, there would have to be a massive amount of tunneling. That's not going to go very well for us. I believe we were going to go through were there any side or back gates to the compound?
There is a back kitchen entrance.
Yeah, I remember the
right.
kitchen entrance.
We were going to go directly from the kitchen and then down into the furnace room. If going into the kitchen, which I believe that door is warded, we could go through the root cellar and I could punch a hole through the wall. But
I think one of the wards, if I recall, if we come back, I might be able to undo it.
yes, I have the first hints of how to untangle them.
Right.
Kali
right.
also had something she wanted to say here.
Oh no, I was confirming we're going in through the back door, sort of thing.
I think I remember, Kay, you said that a gate is no problem for you, right?
If we can get the wards down.
The wards. Right. All right. Well, then when we go, we need to just beeline it for this thing. Now, what I'm thinking is, how many people were there? Mo?
7 who will likely have some ability to oppose us. 18 children giving off static.
So the 18 children giving off a static, that's going to be more just a hindrance to us, which hopefully pushing the ley line over there will kind of, even out. But those 7 people, they're going to be coming after us. And if I'm going to be busy with the ninth wonder of the world, I might need you guys to watch my back against them.
Agreed.
Anguson also summoned that spirit to protect the boy.
Yeah, the ghost. She summoned a ghost to protect the boy. Yeah, scare anybody else away.
He is our, I believe, second priority. Also, we wanted to be on the lookout for anyone attempting to pull things through now that we have weakened the veil substantially.
Agreed.
Do you think they would use him?
I don't think they would use the boy. I think they would use the weakness of the veil in the area and the ley line we've put over the thing, making it all that much easier.
All right, then we have no choice but to try to bring down Anthroka first, and then go for the boy, and then see what else we can do.
Yes, the longer that ley line stays, the more opportunistic someone will most likely be.
Does anyone have any ideas on how to keep the others distracted so we can deal with Anthroka?
So that's something I was going to ask. Is I'm imagining when we get in there, right, Mo? I think the plan was we put that ring around it, and I'll jump in that ring with this thing. But other than that, I don't know how to keep all those other people out. Can any of you make like a big wall?
I mean, I do have some capabilities. I might be able to hide the door, which would temporarily stall them. I don't believe I could negate the door entirely.
Right. We might just have to... How good are you guys in a fight?
Capable.
Very capable.
Kali kind of just points at the lack of muscles.
Well, all right. Well, you got that though, and I point to the. Isn't it like an autopsy saw you just have on your person at all times?
Amputation knife.
Amputation knife. Well, you get too close, you know, just sort of waving it around. You get him right in the face. You know what I mean?
Well, of course I do. Why do you think I carry it?
That's good. That's good.
Jekyll occasionally looks at pulls out the mirror that he has and occasionally looks at his reflection.
All right.
We'll have plenty of assistance, I believe.
All right, good. Then are we ready to go? Because I'm ready to get this thing the fuck out of my city. Oh, pardon me. Try not to cuss, but...
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
All right, so as you head out into the foggy London
I would
night,
like to take the lantern that Mole gave me. I would like to take that with me and make sure that it's full of oil.
For sure.
Good. Thank you.
As a reminder, Harmony House is about 10 blocks north of you. St. Bridges is on the corner of Whitechapel and Bailey Street, which is right essentially in the main street of this neighborhood of yours, and is a bustling, even at this time of night, sort of area. But as you begin to move up through the brick-lined streets with row houses on either side of you and the sounds of tenement life coming from the alleys behind, you hear a train crossing up ahead on the tracks that run between where you are and where you need to go, and soon enough it passes. And I'm interested, how do you make your approach to Harmony House, which, as a reminder, is kind of a triangular-shaped building with a flat front, and then it kind of widens out as the block widens out, and then, cuts off at the back, and it's got the wrought iron fences that go up about 12 feet on either side of it, with a double gate on the one end that leads to the carriage house. In that front lawn area where you've seen people in the past. Are you looking to go in underground or above ground?
Remind me, underground, was there a way to reach where we believe this thing's lair was underground?
You would have had to essentially start moving earth to get there. Yeah.
All right. And the mole said ixnay to that because it would take too long.
Yeah.
It's doable, but it's not the... Just, there is a back door.
And that's the kitchen door, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, so maybe we go up to Sales Street and approach it from that angle.
All right. All right.
As you get close, and your brain, it being very attuned to the underground, and like you automatically kind of know where what you've mapped is in terms of the sewers and the underground tubes and that strange extra sub-level that you found, your mage senses start going off. Your mage sight starts kind of peaking. And you see these small, through Mage sight, these small shafts of light kind of peeking up through the brickwork that makes up the streets.
Something's happening below. All right.
Can I see it?
Once you say that, anybody who wants to, you all get this sort of feeling of primal energy coming from deep below.
Ley line.
Oh yes, that would be it.
Is it the ley line? Can I feel it? Wait, because am I holding this fucking thing the whole time?
The lantern? I mean, you are keeping you're holding it. Yes, you're keeping a held spell, and that means you know that it's here and you know that it's working. And you can have 2 more held spells if you need them at any point, because your Gnosis 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can have 3 held spells. So anybody can make a Wits plus Occult.
Okay.
Ooh, girl.
Ooh, girl.
Girl. Occult.
Plus Occult.
Wits. No modifiers?
No modifiers, right, Throck?
2 successes.
I got 1 success.
I got 3 successes.
No, I got 0 successes. I'm sorry.
Kali.
Kay got 4 6. Well, Kali got 4 successes.
It's not the ley line, but whatever it was activated by the ley line.
Uh-oh.
I light up, you see a look on my face.
I told Kali, I didn't tell you that. Kali's the only way to got enough successes to know.
Oh, okay.
Ha! You're muted, Kali.
Uh-oh.
That's not the ley line.
What?
What is it?
I will immediately activate my as above, so below. No, that's a different thing. Outward and inward eye again.
Okay. So you're gonna cast an instant. It's a I think you're just
one scene.
Yeah.
Self.
An instant, so that's the 3 reaches, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
So you should be fine to just roll it as prime plus. Matter plus Gnosis.
I will use one of my. I will pull out the bone coin that I use as a yantra.
Okay.
To get one more die.
Yeah.
So. Not 10, damn it.
That would be
0
nice.
successes. I squint. I blink. Gah.
There's some squinting. There's some blinking.
I need to. I go to this.
What is it?
What do you think it is?
I'm right.
What do you mean you're right?
What?
We've activated something that's been hidden for thousands of years. Maybe thousands of years, hopefully.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I told you before, the ley lines used to be in different locations. I believe this is one of them.
A location or a node?
Look, wait, we need to go then. If this is a lit fuse, it's underneath a bunch of children. We're getting in that fucking house. Either you get me in there or I'm gonna punch my way in. How we get in, we gotta go take care of this thing. Then we'll deal with whatever this is.
Yes, we will.
Well, don't be so fucking glad about it. You don't know what this means. It could be melting the whole ground underneath us.
Here's the thing. I don't know what this means.
The longer we delay, the more problems I think we're gonna have.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, let's focus.
Which way are we going in?
Oh.
I thought
Through
we
the
were
kitchens.
gonna try the kitchen.
Kitchen. And I go.
As you kind of skirt back up and around the building, you get into an alleyway. There are 2 buildings on either side. So you've got the broad, tall face of Harmony House on one side, brick with shuttered windows that have curtains drawn. There's 4 of them, 2 on either side of what you assume to be the kitchen door, and then 3 more stories above it, each with a similar number of windows. The root cellar is kind of right off to the left of that just classically wooden door. It's not like a clapboard door. It's a solid wooden door. And there's 2 buildings behind you that kind of arc off and go up the rest of the block, creating a very small alleyway up the rest of the block in between them. So once you get to this door, somebody gonna try and open it? What are you gonna do?
Do not open
No,
the door.
I want to use Pierce Deception and make sure that it is what I'm looking at. Because these people are already tricky. They're putting up runes. They're putting up all kinds of shit. And Pierce Deception says that it's a prime power. It's like one level, first level. And it's pure truth and no falsehood may say before, blah, 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 blah. The spell only reveals active untruths. The subject... So, like, the spell sees through mundane falsehoods the subject perceives automatically. Magical illusion or deception automatically provokes a clash of wills. Okay. So I could try to, like, see through an illusion, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so... It's not one of my rotes. Wait, it might be one of my rotes. Sorry, I just haven't looked at this in a while. It is one of my rotes.
Yay!
Got him! All right, so I just hit the dice on here.
And if you want to cast it instantly, you can get 1 bonus die from using a tool. Like, you tell me what tool you'd want to use to help see through the illusion if there is one. And then...
Hold on, my roll 20 is busted.
Oh no.
What's wrong with it?
It's freaking out. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Oh boy, it's freaking out.
The Canamoth is in your roll 20.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Clearly.
All right. Let me see if I can do this again. Okay, here I go. All right. So, Pierce Deception. I click on the dice. Modifier 1, did you say?
Yeah, you can, this being an instant cast, you can use a tool to give you a bonus die.
My cross.
Yeah, your cross.
I hold out my cross. Check out what's going on.
I just assumed it was going to
Did I do it?
Hot.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So the terrifying thing is, you see through the illusion. The good thing is, you see through the illusion. Can you make for me a willpower roll?
Yes. Am I staring into the eye of the fucking abyss?
What you see, looking at the building, these black tentacles have started encasing the building and have reached up in through windows, almost as if it exists only half in this reality. Like, the windows aren't broken, right? The tentacle just naturally flows through it. And it seems like they're almost like made out of smoke. They're not purely physical. And
it's this fucking thing's business. I remember when, or if we never got described what it looks like. Did
nope.
We?
I did not describe it.
So this is the first time I'm actually seeing this thing.
We got the description of a green star.
A green light behind a large billowing black cloud. Yeah.
No. How do I roll willpower? Because I can't click it.
So what you're gonna actually do is roll Wits Resolve. Sorry. It's different in this version. So you're gonna roll Wits Resolve. Yeah.
Modifiers?
Nope. Okay.
1 success.
For a moment, you feel as if this presence is starting to seep within you, and you feel good about it. It feels like, I'm coming into it, and I want to be a part of this thing. But you're able to break off. And
does it feel like life would be easier if I slipped into it?
It does feel like life would be easier.
I push that shit away. Fuck that. Absolutely not. No. I push it. If that's seeping into my mind, I kind of, no, not again, never again. And I bust that shit out of my head.
You're right there, Reverend.
I'm all right. Do I see an easy way in?
I mean,
there's still wards.
There, you all feel a presence of magical blockage on the door itself. Without digging deeper, you don't know if it's a ward or if it's a triggered spell of some sort, but there's definitely some sort of magic radiating off the door.
Before I did get a look at the wards and I had started chipping, trying to remember the terminology for all of it.
You started to like figure it out to unravel it, yeah.
Yes, but I did not unravel it.
Yes.
Right.
So, Reverend, would you care to, or would you like me to attempt it?
You know what you're doing? Because I don't really. So, if you know more about how to do it, go ahead, but I could probably do it.
Let me have a go at it.
Go ahead.
So, I will activate my Mage sight. I think it goes to active before focused.
Yeah.
And then I will start trying to pierce the mystery, or do you want me to do a like counterspell kind of thing?
You would do a counterspell kind of thing for this because you're doing it quickly. The mystery would assume you're taking a lot of time, which if you want to, you can absolutely take the time and see what happens. All of you just standing here in the alley. Yeah.
Poking at it. No, where is the... It's one of the... Because counterspelling, I believe, is one of the things... What are they called?
Attainments.
Yeah,
Attainments. There you go.
Yeah, page 192.
It's a clash of wills. A Gnosis plus Arcanum against the countering Mage's Gnosis plus Arcanum.
Yeah. And it's the success is already set because it's a ward. And so you'll just roll your Gnosis plus appropriate Arcana.
I believe this probably... I believe I'm using Prime for this.
You should. That sounds right. And as a reminder, before anybody says, hey, can I use willpower after a roll, you can spend willpower only before a roll to add 3 dice to the roll.
Yeah, this would be something I want to spend the willpower.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our entrance. That's a good call.
We want to have a good, strong start here.
Gnosis Prime, roll. Let me have the correct window up. Modifiers 3, not 30.
All right. It actually takes you about a minute, but as you start to pierce more deeply into the spell, everyone feels around them that the night just starts closing in and gets almost oppressive as you are able to essentially subsume the magic into your own pattern, which allows you to kind of bury it, right? And everyone feels this as it happens, and while it is still physically locked, there is no longer a magical trigger on the door of any kind.
Excellent.
Are we in?
The ward is gone from the door. I do not know how to subtly open a lock.
I could just decay the knob or lock.
Ooh, that's quiet. I was going to kick it down, but quiet sounds better. Let's do that.
Quiet is much preferred.
We can't hear you. What'd you say?
How
I
about we
said
go with my plan?
Your plan. Yeah. I like that.
All right. So we're going to do decay on it?
Indeed.
All right.
As I eat my mic.
Okay, so that is a entropy or death 3, is that right?
Death 2.
Death 2, but you have death 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you're going to, and this is a rote, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you will get your 6 dice. It's needs to be instant. It's a small target, so we don't need to worry about any of that. And do you want it to be instant, I should ask, or do you want to take time?
Let's make it instant.
Okay. So that means you'll only get to get 1 bonus die on the roll.
I wanted to go ahead and spend a willpower.
Okay. So you will have 4 bonus dice on the roll.
Okay,
So you're rolling 10
that's
dice.
a total of 4 plus 3.
6.
6.
Gnosis plus death plus 4. So 3 plus 3 plus 4.
death. Yeah. 3 plus 3 plus 4.
That lock is so fucked.
Oh no, it's done for.
It's dead. It's dead as shit.
I'll hold my breath until we get that result. I've had
Doors,
poor
man.
willpower rolls before.
Do we get it? What is it?
There we go.
You knew.
Hey.
You hear this slight flutter. yeah, a deadbolt. That's nice.
That's great.
There's this slight flutter of wings, and off in the distance you hear the echoing of a raven. As before you, the lock, you see it physically turn to rust and then turn to dust.
Rusty and dusty, that's all I wanted in life.
Perfect. I'm gonna open the door.
I would like everyone at this point to make some stealth checks for me. So that's going to be dexterity plus stealth.
Dexterity plus stealthy.
Three successes on 4 dice.
Sorry, guys.
I
I am not a quiet man. I'm very upset.
I will spend the willpower to make sure that I don't have unfortunate mishaps.
Did you already roll them? Oh.
Nope.
Imagine the Reverend like kicking.
Because I also have penalties, so I really need to decide when I really need to use my willpower.
Honestly, my first instinct was to kick down the door as soon as you melted the lock, but I was like, wait, we're being quiet. That was the whole point. Let me be quiet. But
you kind of pushed the door a little too hard there, Rev.
As you
We're
open the
just
door,
stomped right in.
yeah, right. You're trying to be quiet, but it goes.
there's people in danger. I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
Gotta
And there's
save
a
these people.
Horrible squeak as the door opens.
Sorry.
Nothing immediately happens, but you find yourself in a Victorian era kitchen. There's lots of porcelain. There's a tub over to the side to wash dishes and things like that. There's a very rudimentary ice chest that you would put an actual block of ice in. And it's a larger kitchen because it has to feed a number of folks. So I think it's like maybe 10 foot wide by about 20 feet long. There's a large central aisle with a number of pots, like brass pots and knives hanging off the top, and this is where food prep happens. And then there's there's a door down to the root cellar in here as well. It's like a little hatch that you open up and walk down.
Is there a cast iron frying pan?
There's absolutely a cast iron frying pan.
I pick up the cast iron frying pan and I hand it to Jekyll.
I do not plan to cook any eggs today.
No, everything's always allergic to cast iron. Something comes always batting in the face.
Actually, it's
I don't believe that's an allergy.
Everybody's else got some kind of weapon, right? You know? Carly's got a knife. I've got my cross and my things. Mole is mole. You should have something too. Some sort of weapon.
It's my mind, Reverend.
Well, you might... Fuck that. Keep the pen. And I'm gonna start making my way towards the basement, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going now that I'm in the building.
there's
I
only-
do know where you're going.
Yeah.
So
There's a single swinging door. It doesn't close. It's like so a service person could walk in and out of this room. And who's leading?
Before we go,
I imagine I'm in the lead to be in front for any danger. Yes.
Before we go, Mole, do you recall how they were positioned in this building?
yes, earlier in the day, the two were at the front. The headmistress and headmaster were at the front, and then I didn't get specific numbers on how many was on each floor.
Were any of them patrolling the rooms?
I don't believe they were moving around much.
All right, I'll risk it. Bad decision number one tonight.
Yay! Bad decision number one.
I'm gonna be doing creative thaumaturgy, Throck, so you get to have some fun.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
We're gonna be doing incognito presence. So basically, it's that wonderful bit of averting your eyes and assuming nothing is there.
It's obfuscate too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obfuscate too, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright,
and so that would be mind.
It's a mind 2 spell. I have mind in 3.
Mhm.
I have gnosis 3. And I will most definitely be using a yantra. I will be pulling out the moon card,
Mhm.
which I wish I pulled it out just earlier. And then I will also have a piece of brass wire I pull out of my pocket, and I just wrap it around my.
Well, it depends. How long do you want to take to cast this?
I do want it to be instant because we don't want to take too much
So you're
time.
gonna get one die. So
One
you can
die.
choose one tool
Oh boy.
of yantra help.
Okay, so in that case, I'll do the moon instead.
Okay.
We'll do the moon.
Okay. So you started at base 7 dice.
Instant, and then it's of course multiple subjects, so that's already 2 reaches right there.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 2 reaches and
which already uses up to 2 freebies I get normally.
yes, and duration.
One seed.
One
One
seed.
seed.
So that's gonna be a reach for me.
Right.
And
I mean, I
Now
knew this
that
was
you're-
gonna happen.
now that you're casting magic in the house, Everything has one paradox die on it.
Yay!
Okay.
Did I also mention I'm rolling in negatives?
No, you're not.
Oh, I have a -1, right, for my health? Doesn't
Oh
that
yeah, you're rolling at -1. Yes, so I will have 2. So you will have a total of 6 dice. Right?
Okay.
Because you are taking a reach for instantaneous, you're taking a reach for duration, and you're taking a reach for scale. Right. And then you're minus, but no additional dice penalties. So that would start you at 7. -1 for your wound penalty is 6.
Right.
And then everything gets a free paradox for each of your 2 paradox. 2d10.
Oh goodness.
All right.
Had to happen at a certain point. Had to happen at some point. Hold on here. So Throck, it's going to be Gnosis plus Mind, so it's a total. So I should have how much dice should I end up with?
6. Total of 6.
6.
Right.
Okay.
Because you have Gnosis 3, Mind 3.
Yeah.
All right. Before that happens.
Okay. Yep. Your paradox.
You choose to contain the paradox or release the paradox.
So guys, how do you feel about -3 to my stats?
Oh boy.
Like it's your call.
Do our characters know any of this?
No.
We wouldn't know it, right?
You
Not
won't.
quite.
No, you guys would not know.
Then do whatever Jekyll would do, ma'am. Whatever you think he would do. Also, I stabbed Jekyll in the heart 17 times. Motherfucking son of a bitch. No, okay.
You hear Jekyll mutter, the road to hell is always paved with good intentions. And
I turn around as he says that.
And I will release the paradox for you, Throck.
You're the best. Okay.
I've got to get you a dedicated tool.
I am going to create an abyssal because it makes the most sense here. We're going to create an abyssal, and I might need some help finding it, but we're going to do an abyssal tilt on this because how could we not?
I mean,
when fighting an abyss demon. So that will be, we're looking for an abyssal environmental tilt. I've not used one of these before, so I don't have it up. Tilts?
I don't know if I have tilt saved as
Oh yeah, here it is. Tilts. You're looking for an abyssal one?
Yeah, it's called an
tilts
abyssal.
Start in, there's regular tilts and they start on.
No, it's under paradoxes for the abyssal tilt.
Oh, okay. So you'll be under.
Oh, it is under paradoxes? Okay.
I'm trying to find it and I've lost my brain.
A paradox condition.
Does it make us all awesome?
No, it's never, ever.
Okay, paradox.
Abyssal Malgo, Abyssal Backlash, page 116.
116. Those are not tilts.
Oh.
Those are conditions.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, we're learning a new thing today. Thank you so much for staying with us this week.
What was the spell you were trying to do?
We don't even know if it succeeds yet. We're just telling you what happened.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, reality is giving a backhand.
Jekyll away from this bad guy. This is like, I think we just found your kryptonite. Day 1 kryptonite. Like this thing, you can't even, it just fucks your shit up every time.
Oh,
it's because we're here or just because of the spell?
It's also because Jekyll makes poor decisions.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why is it not under normal tilts?
Did you want to spawn some gremlins for us to fight?
Okay, well I'm gonna make something up here.
Cast iron pan.
Go ahead and roll your spell to see if you succeed.
Okay, so I got 6 dice normally. I wonder how badly do I really want this to succeed?
It's up to you.
Yeah, hell with it. I'll keep spending more willpower because I'm making poor decisions. I need to kind of balance this out somehow. Okay, let's see here. Gnosis 3. So I will spend the willpower, and so we're gonna have. Why won't my sheet work? Hold on. I apologize, everyone. My sheet decided to implode on itself because the paradox. Oh, and Roll20 decided to just mess up now. Great.
Just happened to me, yeah.
Yeah, it just decided.
Checking it every once in a while.
It probably sensed that I was about to do something ridiculously bad, so it decided to paradox itself early. I apologize. It's also taking a sweet time reloading, Throg. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hope everyone's enjoying this tonight. We love how awesome chat's being at the same time. Abyss.
No, someone else can't find him in the book. I posted a link to the
I looked throughout the book.
Onyx
I
Path
found it.
forum where someone else is looking for it.
It's one put on by Paradox.
Someone gives him an idea.
Still curious.
And Roll20 literally just crashed. Great.
You might okay.
You might have to make it up. Oh, here's one. Life Scouring. Whispering. These are two.
Is anybody else's Roll20 still working? Because it just literally imploded.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So it's
I'll
9
roll for
dice,
you.
Rock.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
We'll just do
It
this.
literally,
So
I
that's,
can't log into Roll20 now for some whatever
90.
reason.
Boink.
Like it,
All right,
it
so you got
completely imploded.
4 successes. Nicely done.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you,
So
God.
it is going to work, but here's the problem. First of all, you're going to lose a point of wisdom. As you pull to cast the spell, you accidentally tap into this abyssal, like the thinness of the veil here allows you to draw additional energy, which you originally think is from the ley line, but as you harness it through you, you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I just drew from the abyss. And
Oh no.
yeah. So first thing is you're going to lose a point of wisdom as the magic is corrupted. Second thing is everybody takes 1 bashing as you are now all wreathed in shadow that just kind of flickers across your face. It still provides the same effect, but it's almost as if you're using like obtenebration from Vampire, where there's just these shadows flicking all around your face. And Jekyll, from you are simply made of shadow for the next scene. You appear to be purely blacked out shadow. Everyone else, it's just like flicking around. But it still works.
Well, this was not exactly what I intended.
Mo, do we keep moving or do we get rid of this?
I believe that this is the benefit.
If anything were to see us, they should be averting their eyes and doubting what they see.
Okay.
Wait, is the shadow shit hurting us
No.
or keeping us hidden?
It's only hurting. It did hurt you.
Initially.
Initially.
Yeah.
But now it's oh, okay.
now
I'm
it's
sorry, I
helping hide
misunderstood. I thought he summoned a bunch of shadows that are punching us in the face.
No,
essentially.
They have
was very-
attached themselves to you, and it almost feels like ants crawling across your skin a little bit. But it does, keep you hidden.
All right, Mo. You want me to follow you, or you want me to go first?
I think you should go first.
I agree. Tell me the rights and lefts, and I start making my way.
As
Under
you
most
exit the
guide.
door, there is kind of a. All of the walls here are painted white and have these pictures of perfectly well-behaved children standing still in them.
Oh wow, just like my family home. Okay.
And
Did you live in a haunted house?
you and Mole, you know this about midway down this hallway. So there is another hallway as you open the door. It's an L-shaped hallway. Down directly in front of you leads to the front of the house, essentially, where you remember there being classrooms and kind of the foyer. It's where the double doors are that lead out to the carriage house. The door to the hallway to your right, leads to a set of a single zigzag, a single flight of stairs that goes down to the basement.
Down.
Right.
Making your way to the door. You begin to sneak your way down. Apparently no one's seen you or heard you yet. But make a perception... Once you get down onto the stairs, make a perception investigation.
Is perception a thing now?
I'm sorry.
Or is it,
wits
wits and-
investigation? Wits investigation.
So I've trained Observer, which gives me the 9 again quality on
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
investigation. 9 again.
The big zilch. I am oblivious.
Okay.
Perception's
Modifier.
under attributes.
It's wits investigation. Yeah.
It's under.
Investigation.
Yeah.
5 successes.
I
Investigation's
somehow
under
managed 2
mental.
successes with a 2 penalty now.
1 success.
Hey.
I see everything.
So I'm in the front, but I do not notice what's happening.
Jeez, Mole.
Well, once you get to the first landing, Reverend, you're about 2 steps down into this. It's a raw brick with like open slatted wooden stairs that heads down and down, right? Once you get to the landing, Mole, you can hear chanting coming from behind the rough wooden door that's at the foot of the stairs. And it
All right.
sounds like there are 3 voices.
I'm going
chanting.
to activate my. I'm going to put my mage sight at level not passive
Yep.
because I want to see if there's a ward on this door.
It is not warded.
Okay. Say there's 3 of them chanting. Is 1 voice female and 2 male?
3 male.
3 male voices. I do not know where the female is.
Can you make out what they're saying at all?
Ango's gonna go, oh, the female and 2 of the other ones are upstairs. They're guarding the boy.
Okay. We can deal with them later.
Yes.
I want to pull out my cross. We hit them first, yeah?
Faster and harder.
Yes. Oh, before we start. No, I'm not casting anything yet. I know I've made some occasionally poor decisions, but just know that whatever comes next, that I hope you do not look ill of me.
I crank up the heat on the lantern, and I go forward. You said it's a wooden door.
Yeah, it's a simple wooden door. Yeah.
Is there a rune on it
No.
protecting it? No. Okay. So what I would like to do is I would like to give me 2 seconds to look at my roads, please, because it's one of these. But I am going to cast Influence Heat, I believe, is the one that I want. Guide and direction of existing force. With this spell, the mage can control the flow of heat in the area. While she
Yes.
cannot increase or decrease the heat, I can direct it to a different thing. I want
Yes.
to take the intense heat from the lantern
Yeah.
and put it onto the metal of the cross and kind of heat like the end, you know, like where the cross section
that's
is. Like I want to
cool.
start heating up the cross. So like suck the fire from the torch and have so just like almost like this burning red cross. Do I?
So it's a rote. You can make it instant, and for
Okay.
1 reach, and you get like 5. And so you can just go bloop and do it. So it's going to be forces plus gnosis plus 1 die. And I get to
Okay.
roll 1 paradox die because you're casting
So it's I roll the power,
yes.
right? And then do I put because I'm using the dice
Okay,
that are right
I'd like to
next
ask
to
you a question before you cast.
Yes.
Would you like to release the paradox, or would you like to contain the paradox?
Absolutely not. I contain that shit.
Okay, so you're going to need to make me a wisdom roll.
Okay. Do I do this before I roll for my
Yes.
business? Okay.
Yes, you do.
And how do I roll wisdom? I'm sorry.
You just click wisdom and roll it, and if it doesn't let you click it, just go /R, whatever your wisdom is.
Okay. So slash, I can't fucking see if I made a slash or a question mark. /R.
Yep, space. 1d10, or whatever d10, like 5 or whatever.
Oh.
Whatever your wisdom is. So
I
you're
got
good.
36.
Well, you got an 8, which is you need to get a number of successes equal to or greater than the number of paradox dice not to take any damage. And you did, so you take no damage. Yay.
So I just like
you
keep
power
it
through
contained.
it. Yeah, you
Fuck
feel
yes.
you feel the backlash in you, and you're like, "Fuck no!" And then you get to roll dice.
So do I just roll the little red die on the actual power that I wrote? on the.
Yeah, and you just add 1 die when it asks you for the.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if this is one of my practices. It is not.
You got
One
a success. That's all you need. As the metal on the center of this cross/crowbar starts glowing red, and you see, it's fascinating. You've seen the molten metal halo around Reverend's head before when he casts, but it's almost as if the metal is falling up out of it now and being sucked into something rather than its normal pattern. Something happened while he cast this.
And I want to say, I am the might of the Lord. And I kick the fucking door down and run in to go beat some fucking evil cultists to death.
A couple of things happen simultaneously as you kick the door down. I will describe the scene, I will tell you what happens, and we'll go from there. Prostrate, on their knees, arms forward, are 3 naked men, all bowing before them. It's terrifying because they all seem to have had any form of genitalia removed from their body.
Smooth as a Ken doll.
Smooth as a Ken doll.
Smoothies.
Yeah, smooth as a Ken doll. And prostrate before this mass of roiling black smoke, backlit by some sort of green emanation light that casts rays through it like sunbeams, except eldritch and dark. The moment the door opens, each of you need to make a presence plus composure plus gnosis roll.
Okie dokie.
All of us?
Everybody.
Okay.
Presence plus composure plus genosis. Any modifiers?
Nope.
0 successes.
Oh,
One
Lord.
success.
Okay.
Oh, this will not end well, probably.
Lord
Oh!
Oh boy.
Nice.
All right. So,
Mole does not like it.
well, you are stunned.
Ah!
Everyone else is able to roll initiative this round. So, everyone else, click on initiative.
Okie dokie.
Does anybody else know where initiative is?
Upper right-hand corner with everything else.
It's like really...
Oh,
Yeah.
above the red die.
Yeah.
But that's a subtraction of 1 on my initiative.
Okay.
I got initiative
13.
13 or 18. I can't read it.
I need to roll. 13.
13.
Yep. I got lowly 4.
7.
Okay. So, I need to bring up my notes here.
Is Angus in
That's
with
for
us?
a whole different game. I'm not going to be running combat for someone who's not here, sadly.
Okay. That's smart.
And Thraka's initiative is... Oh, okay, sweet. So, the order will be Anthraka, then Kali, then Jekyll, then... Oh, no. Anthraka, Kali, the dudes, and then Jekyll.
Okay.
Anthraka, Kali, dudes, the Jekyll.
Where's the rev?
Am I last?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Anthraka, the Reverend, Kali,
Okay.
the dudes, Jekyll.
I was gonna say, how does?
I'm actually going to put that on my notepad so I don't forget it. So is Anthraka, who has a really high initiative, Rev, Kali,
Of course he
the
does.
dudes, Jekyll, Jeky, and then last will be Mole, who will come in at the end of next round as he has been awed. Oh my god, that's awesome! Okay, so at the top of the round, the first thing that happens is you see this smoke-like lash whip out of Anthraka as you hear this welcome. Won't you join us? And the smoke whip lashes around the mole's head and almost cocoons his face as you need to make for me a wits plus composure plus gnosis check.
All right. Can I reflexively trigger my?
You are stunned.
Okay, so no.
Yeah,
All right.
so no.
Wits, composure, and what was the other one? Gnosis. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to use a willpower.
Okay.
Shoot him with a gun. Let's shoot this thing with a gun. Who brought guns? Ice.
Oh, I didn't even
remember-
have the other 2 dice.
It's contested, so let's roll those 2 dice.
Okay.
Okay.
Just do it like this. 2d10.
Did that just
roll
even
another
out?
D10.
No.
Roll another D10.
I get 1 more, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get 1 more D10.
Exploding
And you're gonna
dice.
need it. Okay.
Nice.
What? Just out of curiosity, what is the thing that the mole fears the most?
Just not knowing. Being confused.
So suddenly, and for just a flash before you're able to shake it off, you have lost all of the acquired knowledge about magic in the underground that you've ever learned. It empties from you. But you're able to bring it right back. Because you succeeded by 1. And with that, Rev.
All right. Is that tentacle still wrapped around the mole's face?
Yes.
Okay. Are the men standing up to attack us?
It looks like they're getting up, but they won't be able to take an action till it's their go.
Okay. So, seeing that the Rev is, and he's a big part of our, or I'm sorry, not the Rev, the mole, and he's a big part of our plan, I believe Reverend is going to just try to basically lumberjack cut that tentacle with my burning cross.
Okay.
With my red hot metal cross.
Make a weaponry roll at -9 dice.
-9?
Find it.
What? Why?
Its defense is 9.
Fuck Enthraka, the 9th Calamity. Hold on.
Ironic.
So my weaponry is max, I believe. I had to crank that.
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
Is it strength and
Strength and
weaponry?
weaponry. Yeah.
Okay. Do I? Hold on. I think I can use a power with weapons. Because if this is going to count to hurt it,
It
then
would take your
I would-
action to cast. So that would be what you did this round, setting you up for something next round.
But my casting is when I hit stuff.
Oh, yeah, then that's fine. Yeah, that's correct.
So
yeah.
Can I use kinetic blow on this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that is one of my practices. Do I just roll the praxis, or do I combine that with my strength and?
Well, so what you'll do is you'll add 3 weaponry die to it, essentially, and get a bonus of 3 because it's a praxis. And you will succeed on... you will get an exceptional success on 3 successes. So you will have forces plus prime, is it? Or what is it? Forces... I'm sorry, forces plus gnosis plus 3.
Okay. Plus
I'm
gnosis.
sorry, plus 1 because it's instant. Plus 1 because it's instant.
And am I still rolling strength and weaponry?
No, you'll do that after. This is going to power up your attack, and then that will influence your attack.
Okay, so forces, gnosis,
Forces,
and what else?
Gnosis, and 1 die. 1 extra.
Okay. Bam. Bam. 4 successes.
1 sec, I forgot to roll something myself. You're good. Okay, so 4 successes. What is the effect of the spell?
Bumpity-bum. It's really fucking badass. The mage focuses the kinetic force of bludgeoning attacks to such a pinpoint that they cause damage like piercing weapons.
Okay.
This only works on the subject's unarmed attacks and not any held weapons, but because it's my praxis, I get the reaches for it. So 1 reach applies the knockdown tilt, blah, blah, blah. 2 reaches, it affects thrown weapons, firearms, affecting piercing. Oh, hold on. 1 reach, it can affect held weapons. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. So you're
So
fine.
1
You're,
reach,
you're
yeah.
well within your reach tolerance. So
But here's what it does. Unarmed attacks, including those made in grapples, gain a weapon bonus equal to potency to a maximum of 5
All
and
right.
inflict lethal damage.
Okay, so you need 1 success to succeed. So you will have 3 potency. So you'll get 3 additional dice on this roll.
Okay, and it's weaponry, strength,
Weaponry, strength, plus 3.
plus 3.
Minus 9.
So -6.
It has a 9 defense.
Right, but I'm saying for my
Yeah.
modifier, I just put -6, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. -6. Whew, so much. 1 success.
And you still hit it, and we'll do 1 point of damage to it. As you hit into it, it doesn't dislodge the thing, although it was more of a narrative sort of tentacle whip because it's these smoky things. You through it, and it kind of screeches the half tentacle back, we'll say, and it kind of melts off of Mole's face as it does so, and you almost feel its presence on you. Now remember, you know how to weaken this thing.
I don't have the flask.
I think Mole should have that.
Okay.
That's why I
Just
needed.
FYI.
Mole's a
Yep.
pivotal part of this plan. That's why
Yep.
I needed to knock that shit off him. I am beelining it for the monster.
There are 3 dudes in your way, and you took an action to whack this thing this turn.
Okay.
So you'll be able to maneuver up to them, but not around them to get to it. Cool.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. And then it is the dude. Oh no, Kali.
I want to. It's not a rotor praxis or anything. I
Okay.
want to try to cast Cold Snap
Okay.
in the vicinity of the 3 Kendalls.
Nice. Okay, so you're gonna have a reach for. You're gonna start with its forces, right?
No, it's death.
Oh, death, and you have death
it's-
3s.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be 1 reach for instant, 1 reach for range, 1 reach to affect more than 1 person. Right?
Let me see here. It says, the mage dissipates the heat in the spell's area of effect, causing frost and ice to form on the floor and exposed areas. For the duration of the spell, all surfaces in the area are under the effects of ice tilt.
Oh, fun. Okay. Nice. So, you're only affected. So you could technically just touch the ground in front of you. Right?
Yeah.
And that way, you're only spending 2 reaches. All reaches on these are paradox reaches, right? Because you don't get any free reach for creative thaumaturgy. So that'll be 2 total reaches. Molda's looking
Okay.
funny. Don't you get reaches for? Do you get reaches for paradox?
You get reaches for what level is the effect? Cold snap. What level is it?
3.
All right, and then you have death 3, so you'd get
Yeah.
1 free reach.
Oh, you get
for
1 free
first
reach.
casting. You always
Okay.
get the 1 free reach.
Okay, so you get 1 free reach. Thank you for the clarification. So that means 1 paradox die plus 1 for the native here. So I'm gonna roll my 2 paradox dice, and then you will roll death plus gnosis, and we'll see
Is
what
she
happens.
able to spend mana to reduce paradox?
Yeah, if you want to, you could spend a mana to not get rid of that, to not have me roll 1 or 2 of those paradox dice, right?
I actually want to go ahead and do 1 mana for now.
Okay. So mark off a mana, and I will only roll 1 die.
Okie dokie.
Would you like to take damage or have something happen? Maybe take damage. We'll say maybe take damage.
Yeah.
Because we don't need to because I will be making more bad decisions.
Well, she still has the 2 bashing damage from earlier. So, yeah, let's do this thing.
Which thing?
I said, yeah, let's do damage, I think.
Okay, make a wisdom roll.
All right. What? Can I not just like click on wisdom? Wait, where's?
It's on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm sorry, the right-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, I know where it is. It's just not wanting to let me click on
Then
it.
just do a /R, blah d10.
Oh God, how many wisdom do I have? All of it. No.
Probably between 4 and 6.
Really? I have 7.
Yeah,
Up to 7.
Yeah, I have 7.
I think that might be starting.
I have 7.
So there you go. Roll 7 dice. You take no damage.
Please.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm the only exception to that rule.
What
Yeah.
spell are you doing?
I am doing oh gosh, what was it called?
Cold snap? Was that what you called it?
Yeah. Make the floor icy.
Okay, so You kind of run up and touch the floor in front of them, and make your roll, which will be 6 dice plus 1, because I'm assuming you'll use a tool of some sort.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and use the amputation knife.
Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be that's an additional dice, right?
Yeah, that is 1 extra dice. You'll have 7 total dice.
Okay. So Gnosis, death.
I should start bringing Molotovs with us on these missions.
We really should.
Could use
One
that.
success is all you need. As you stretch out and tap the amputation knife to the kind of flagstone floor, ice starts to crackle out and form underneath the feet of these 3 guys. And they haven't taken an action yet, so we don't know if they're going to fall or not. But anybody who is on the ice will have -2 defense and -2 to all physical tests to show that they could fall down. Dramatic failure means that they are not down. But it's their go, right?
I think,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's their turn.
Yes, they're
Okay.
next.
The 3 of them are going to target the 3 of you with blast. Or bolt, or whatever the hell it's called. Blast.
We have withstand 2.
You do. So they will be rolling. And so we'll just start with Jekyll. What's your defense?
My defense is 4.
4. Okay, so that'll be 6, 7, 8, -2, minus... What is your defense? 4, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'll be 2 dice. With 1... So you're going to take 1 lethal as... Unless you have armor. Do you have armor?
No, I do not, so here we go.
Nope, tried to, but
This greenish smoky blast, like if you've seen like Harry Potter and like I think from the Half-Blood Prince on, where you see them dueling and there's all this smoky stuff, looks like that. Kind of green and black roiling bolt slams into your chest as you take 1 lethal. And then what is your defense, Reverend?
So my defense is 5, but I think I have some sort of thing. I remembered. I can never
You
remember
have
where the fuck
withstand
to
2,
find
which is going to reduce our dice pool by 2.
No. Other than that, I have, because of what I am, either an Obermost or an adamantine arrow. I have something that protects me against magic and physical attacks.
Not unless you cast it. None of them
Would that
give
be a
you...
merit?
Oh, is that a move?
Yeah, that would be a move.
I thought that was like a passive. Okay.
No. Yeah, there's no...
So-
there's very... I can't think of any passives.
Shit, I should have done that
Well,
on
the
the stairs.
arcane shields are a reflexive action.
Yes. These are, however, Numina and not magic. So,
Oh, well, then I know what I'm doing next turn.
yeah.
Bad decision number 2!
So I have 5 defense.
Okay, so this one will be rolling 1 die. And miss. And then Kali, as you're kind of pulling away after casting the spell, you see one of them kind of underhand throw one of these bolts at you. What is your defense?
it is a 3.
3. So he'll have 3 dice.
Okie dokie. And that's just 3. Okay.
And will miss as it explodes off against the brick wall behind you, next to the almost catatonic-looking mole. And then it is, I believe, Jekyll's go. Yeah.
It is. All right, here we go. Bad decision number 2. Here we go. Now that you told me it was Numina, bad decisions. Here we go.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to be using a rote.
Okay.
That it's my Gaotic summons, Throck.
Okay.
I am going to have, so it's a rote for me, so I can use up to 3 tools, right?
Unless you're casting it instant.
No, that's...
Here's the thing.
No, wait.
To
what
be
is
able to use Yantra,
it? Pull them out, yeah.
you have to be able to pull them out and speak the words and do all that stuff. So
Right,
from what I
okay.
understand, instant things don't normally get the effects of like a lot of tool
Okay.
and like ritual usage. So I'm
Okay.
giving you all 1 extra die because like you can use your tool or you can like shout a word while you're doing it. I think that balances the reality a little bit more, where you get a bonus for doing it instantly, but you don't get the full use of your ritual power, right? Because you're not ritually casting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Woo, advantage to death by mage. You'll get a free willpower usage at some point. Thank you, K-Chan.
I will be using it for this one, but that's beside the point. I can tell you right now, I will use it for this one. So in that case, the tool that he's going to be using is going to be the Last Judgment card.
Okay.
Because it involves the Rapture. Because
Indeed.
I am going to be calling for the Geoshas in this vicinity. I'm making a general call to everything, including the one who resides inside of me.
Okay.
Like I said, bad decision number 2.
Hey guys, there's a big terrible monster in the basement. I have an idea. More monsters. Battles. Hey, all right. It worked for Godzilla.
It works.
Didn't work for Tokyo though.
No.
Did not work for Tokyo.
I'll limit the size and scope to the building to actually see if I can also summon the Geosha of the children.
When even the DM is like, yeah, dude.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. Are you able to command them? Can you command them to do?
Yeah. I can
All
spend
of
a
them?
reach to give them a command.
All of them?
Yeah. It says, okay, so it says, sends out a call for the nearest Goetia within sensory range.
One Goetia.
Conversely, they can summon Goetia they know personally. They may send a general call and the nearest Geosha may answer, or can specify a type of entity by its resonance. And then by spending up to 2, so 1 reach is for a simple command, 2 reach is for a complex command. I can summon, for 2 additional reach, I can summon a Geosha from the Tenemos. I can also create an open condition in the area. I don't know if it needs one, but I mean, and let me see.
The open condition means it can reach through and interact with this side of the world. FYI.
Okay, thanks. That I'll need to know, because unfortunately I don't have the dots to give them the manifested condition. Unfortunately,
so far from the reading, you can only get 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot. Which,
unless I open the range,
it still only says summon
It just says calls the nearest Goetia within sensory range.
Singular.
Right. Well, it says also a general call for the... Oh, okay, so I guess it is just the 1. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would allow you to take reaches and negative dice to summon more if you want. I won't stop you from overpowering your spell.
For all the consequences to come.
Yes.
Okay, just bury him down deep like you did the last time. No problem.
All right. Yeah, let's do that, Throck. We will open the gates.
Okay, so...
Reverend is just going to be so angry with me in about 20 seconds.
Outside.
How many would you like to attempt to summon?
Let's see, we got the... I will say for the fact that this is the first time Jekyll's really going to be summoning more than 1, he's going to probably... I think we'll go with 5.
Okay.
A modest number. As much as I would like to conjure the entire neighborhood.
Okay, so we've got a reach for instant. We've got a reach for scale. We don't have a reach for touch. How long do you want to summon them?
Just for this scene, for the battle.
Okay, so we've got a reach for scene. Anything else?
I don't... did I... Oh, and 2 reaches for complex commands.
2 reaches, that's 5 reaches so far.
And another one for open.
And another one for
more.
open, so we're at 6 reaches so far.
Right.
So we're at 2 paradox dice. Would you like to spend a mana to get rid of one of those paradox dice?
Yes.
Okay, so you're down to 1 paradox die. Would you like to spend a mana to get rid of that paradox die?
Yes, because I'm already nearing insanity.
So there will be no paradox on this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I will be using that free willpower that I acquired.
So, yeah, it'll be mind plus gnosis plus 3. Plus 4.
Plus 4. So it's, okay, mind plus gnosis plus 4. Okay. And here we go.
Okay.
4 successes.
So you succeed, but it is not an exceptional success. You feel this presence move its way out of you. And to you, it looks like an almost... Yeah, so Goetia are mental constructs. They are ideas made vaguely real. It's like human concepts like sadness and parental angst and things like that, right? As this happens, you all feel this incredible emotional weight, and the static begins to increase in the room as the concepts of all of these children have been brought into the room with you, and this power that they contain now sits centrally within this space, as 5 of the children's essentially inner beings have been brought present before you. It is this intense feeling of sadness. It is this intense feeling of oblivion. And it's almost as if none of you have seen a television, but it's almost as if your eyes have this vague sort of static over the front of them as they're here. Now, there will be negatives to the bad guys too, but you called some serious, awful shit into this room. And what was the complex command?
The complex command is they will attack the cultists.
Okay. And the cultists start reeling back.
I believe this is your judgment call.
From these things. And one of them starts to scream as it happens. And that's your turn, because some shit's going to go down with them next time. So we're back around to the top because sadly the mole was stunned for this round, with Nthraka, who is going to cast Blast on the Reverend.
Fuck you, Nthraka.
What is your defense?
It is 5.
So 13 minus 5 minus 2, so that's 13 minus 7 is 6 dice.
I think the soul shield would apply to the number of dice. I think it is. It adds to his defense if he uses a shield.
It would, the math would be the same either way.
I meant the attainment shield.
The attainment shield would add to his defense. Is that what you're talking about? The shield attainment?
Yeah, the one that allows you to call up some anti-magic armor for Prime
Yeah.
if you spend a mana.
Yeah, wait, can I do that?
Looking.
I don't see where it is.
Attainments are on page 194.
Oh, it's not even in the powers thing?
No.
No.
Fuck these books, man. God damn.
Okay, Prime
these
reduces
books.
the damage of a wholly supernatural attack.
And this would be a wholly supernatural attack.
All right, I would like to do. I don't have the page right now, and I don't gonna fucking look for it. I hate those books.
You can spend a mana to essentially reduce any completely supernatural damage by 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Bam.
You will probably want to.
Mana down.
This green eldritch blast comes off of it and goes to slam in your chest, but you reflexively spend that mana, and you see for a moment this blue shield in front of your chest as it dissipates into nothing.
I want to point the cross at it.
My children, I just need you to join me, and together we shall be together in oblivion. Don't you want to join?
You're gonna be alone in oblivion, you demon fuck.
But that's its whole go. So, now recoiling from you, because I think he only gets 1 attack. He probably only gets 1 attack. It doesn't...
Nthraka?
Yeah.
Good.
He's just super tough.
I have a feeling his attack would have hurt a lot.
It would have hurt a lot. It's all based on successes, but yes. So, it's your go.
Okay.
The 3 guys are starting to recoil away as these strange spirits are starting to, like, encroach on them.
So it is giving me a path inward?
Yeah, you have a path if you want it now. Yeah.
Okay. So, because the plan was to get to get in there with it and start taking care of some business. What I am going to do is, while closing the distance, and I assume when I'm there, I'm gonna cast a spell while closing the distance, and then when I get to it, we'll do that at another time. But I'm gonna start hauling ass and cast Aceric Winds on it, which is like some awesome spell where I cast a bunch of like crazy magic, violent wind. The mage calls forth a bare fraction of the howling fury of the aether, scouring her subject with shrieking winds. This is an attack inflicting bashing damage equal to potency. I don't know what my potency is, but a +1 reach. The winds of this spell stick around after the casting, creating a heavy winds environment, or I can, instead of causing damage, take away its mana. Now, do things from the abyss have mana? Because I'm pretty sure anything from the abyss totally null and voids half the things that we have on here, right?
It does not have mana.
That's what I thought. I had a feeling that it...
essence, yeah.
Okay. So I am just going to use pure damage to beat the shit out of this thing with crazy magic wind as I start like running towards it. I'm going to just have the wind fucking like pour in behind me and just start like bashing it.
Okay. I need to read one thing real quick.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Potency is a measure. It determines the extent of the, for example, that attack spells use potency. Oh, it's a spell factor. So it is spell factor. A mage can create an amount elements of the spell, the size, number of subject. Potency is essentially you saying damage, right?
Okay.
Yeah, number of successes, right?
Yeah. Potency is simply the number of successes that you can then dump into things like damage. Or people, right? Yeah, potency matters for spells that grant bonuses, impose penalties, or provide graduated levels of effects such as dealing damage or increasing dot ratings of traits. The effect of a spell's potency is described in the individual spell write-up. Each level of potency increases a spell's main effect. Each level of potency beyond the first imposes a -2 penalty to the casting roll. Mages may spend reach to gain advanced potency, which increases the spell's duration. The spells withstand potency against whatever that. But yeah, essentially, you spend potency as reaches to add extra dice or add extra effect.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll the red dice on Etheric Wind, right?
Yes. So here's the question.
Okay.
You are going to have 3 dice from Gnosis. Yes, Cat, I know it's feeding time. We'll get there after this action. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. 3 dice from Gnosis, 3 dice from Prime, 1 die from your tool. So it starts you at 7. You are making it instant, which is 1 reach. You are making it touch, essentially. No, you're probably not making it touch. Right, because you're just gonna go. Whoa. So.
Well, I'm making it punch this thing.
Oh, you're gonna punch into it?
I can't reach him yet.
Right.
So while I'm like, and just like this crazy wind starts smashing it. From what I understand. I'm almost imagining like a small hurricane around this thing. Yeah, beating.
I'm just trying to figure out if you make it over, because is this a rote for you?
It is a rote for me. It is not a praxis, but it is a rote.
So 1, 2. Are you gonna sustain it? Are you gonna make it a sustain thing, like it says, add a reach?
You know what? I don't think I should, because we're all packed tight into this tiny room, and the next thing we need to do is the Mercury. So I don't want to do that. Okay. Tactically speaking, that's a bad call.
No, what you still have?
It would be cool, but
you still have 3 reaches left, so you could increase the potency by 3.
Yes.
Which will add 3 additional levels of base damage to it.
Yes, I want that. I just want it to hurt.
Okay. Go ahead and make your cast.
So I use this, and what do I add as a modifier or minus as a modifier?
It's going to be 7 dice.
Okay, so modifier 7.
Oh no, it's 7 total dice. Yeah.
Oh,
you only have prime 2? You have prime 3, don't you?
Yeah.
So it should be Gnosis 3 plus prime 3 plus 1 die.
I don't know why it doesn't say that. Hold on. Oh, I don't have Genosis or Prime up on here. Hold on. Boom, boom. Okay.
And then a modifier 1.
Okay, let me click it again. Etheric Wind. 1. 4 successes.
All right, so you will do...
And then all the other things into damage.
Yeah. So so it's gonna be 4 damage. Is that right? It only has corpus, so it's not gonna be. It's not like lethal bashing for it. It's got its own sort of weird system.
That's fine.
Because mage, but
Don't the potents add to the number of successes?
Oh, does it add to the number of successes?
Adding to the damage?
It adds to the damage, yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they treat it as automatic successes, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the potency is new to me, I'm sorry. And this is like, we're trying to fast cast. So everyone who's watching, thank you as we learn for like combat magic for the first time after 4 episodes. Because we haven't really done combat magic before. So you got a total then of 7 successes. What does it say for damage for the spell?
Give me 2 seconds. Her subject inflicting bashing damage equal to potency.
Okay, so you will have a potency total of 6. 1 success to make it happen, and then 3 extra successes plus 3 successes from reach. Means you will have done 6 bashing damage, but it does have a little bit of armor to it, so it's not all going to go through. But you see these like flecks of shadow start like flicking off of it as this wind goes through. It's got like these shards of almost like molten metal running through it.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I'm just roaring and coming after the thing with my like molten cross.
Awesome.
Fuck him.
With that, because as you can see, Kitty's needy and it's 10 p.m., which means it is needy kitty feeding time. We are gonna be right back with the rest of this culminating thingy poo with Enthraka the Ninth Calamity. We'll be right back.
Prayers, just in case.
Grognard is ready.
I'm gonna eat my
And
ice cream quietly.
we're back as the mole quietly eats his ice cream here on another episode of Wardens of Whitechapel, where our party has met Enthraka, the Ninth Calamity, and have found many amazing antiques that they can bring to the show to get appraised. Sorry, I really wanted to do like an antiques roadshow thing there. It's fine. Anyways, welcome back. Our party is locked in conflict with an abyssal demony thing and its evil, cohorted eunuch friends underneath a children's home where the children have been taken over in their mind junk by this evil demon who is thinning the veil between reality and the abyss and threatening to bring the two together and bring Calamity down on London because his name is Enthraka, the Ninth Calamity. And with that, in this cramped space where this strange roiling smoke demon with this kind of backlit green light to it has been striking out at the Reverend and has incapacitated the mole for a little while, you've been able to essentially nullify his three buddies who had been trying to help him out. But Kali, it's your go.
Okay, so same concept as last time, doing a spell that's not a praxis or I want to go ahead and cast Ghost Shield on the Reverend.
Okay.
Ooh.
Since, you know, he's the one who's actually doing all this. You know,
Yeah.
beating on him and stuff.
Ooh, I forget.
So, and I think what I want to go ahead and do, because that would do 2 paradox dice as well, correct?
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and spend the 2 mana
Okay.
to avoid that.
Okay.
And so what? I just roll death and gnosis.
Gnosis. Indeed.
All right. See, learning things.
Yay!
And
One
one
success. So what does that do?
That it's a shield that protects the subject from ghostly numina influence manifestations, death spells, and any death-related powers or of other supernatural creatures. Any power attempting to pierce the shield provokes a Clash of Wills roll.
Nice. Okay. So a Clash of Wills roll. When we get around to that, Kevin, can you look up the roll for it as I narrate the rest of combat? Thank you. So the dudes go, and they each need to make a check to kind of break free of the horror that they're currently in as they're surrounded by the ineffable abyss and sadness of 4 children who have been enslaved by this demon, and it's just almost pulling their souls out of them is how terrible it is.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not a good day when that, yeah. So, yeah.
DBM, you brought out literal children's nightmares into this room.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if I was crazy enough, I would have tried to summon at least the entire building.
So they'll each have
We'd all be
7
dead.
dice minus 2, so R1D or 5d10, 3 times 5d10. She'll actually get an extra die on that. 1d10. Nope. So R5d10. Sweet. He's gonna get out. R5d10. One of them is able to break free and looks over at you, Jekyll, and chucks another blast at you. The other two are still kind of recoiling in horror, and you see as one of them is starting to like scratch at his own face, and there are these like deep grooves in his face where he's cut into them, except it's not blood. It's these tiny spiders starting to like crawl out from under his skin as he rends at his own flesh. Something has transformed within him that has turned the core of him into something akin to abyssal spiders. But one of them is going to chuck a Numen at you. What's your defense?
My defense is 4. So wait, just a quick question, Throx.
Yeah.
So like, if I use my mind armor,
Yes.
that would not be reflexive, right?
So I don't think the mind armor would work on this one.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
What it does is it stows minute doubt and hesitation in the mind of an enemy to where the mage is and how best to hit them. And all it does is if it's a directed attack, is it just adds my mind arcanum to my defense.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ooh.
And if I dodge the attack, I can spend a mana to give them the beaten down tilt.
Nice.
Also, how's the ice?
Oh yeah, the ice.
Yeah. Oh, it's still there.
Okay.
Does he get does the bad
He
guy get a
does.
minus
There's a
to
reason
it?
why he's only rolling 2 dice to hit you.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
okay.
All of these penalties have dragged
Nice.
down a relatively high roll into 2 dice. He will do 1 lethal. As
One lethal.
As it comes out and slams into the top of your chest.
Okay.
And
So just
it's
a
almost like-
quick.
Yet.
Sorry. Go ahead and narrate. I have a quick rules question after you're done.
That was it. It just slams into your arm and it feels cold and like the life is being,
Okay.
leashed out of you.
So quick question. So my entire health bar is full in terms of bashing with 1
Yes.
lethal. So when I take a lethal, does one of the bashing become lethal? Or does my lethal become aggravated?
Your lethal becomes aggravated.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
But if you take another bashing, then your bashing becomes lethal.
Lethal, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to know. Thank you. So
You're
I'm
hurting.
really hurting.
You're hurt. You're looking bad.
I'm sensing this character will be on the mend.
Yeah. So, that was the dudes, one of whom has been scratching at his face, and now spiders are crawling out of the rended
Yeah.
open face wounds. And
Yes.
one of them is still cowering in fear, but it hasn't gone to the point of self-harm yet. And one of them has been able to break out of it and is back in the fight, but looks like he really has to try and keep his footing, and he's not quite sure how to hit you, Jekyll. So, that puts us to...
Jekyll's next.
Jekyll's go, yeah.
Yep. Well, the one who escaped, I'm gonna give him a glaring. Jekyll's gonna glare at him very profusely, and I am going to cast Psychic Assault. It is a praxis. So the mage projects an intense amount of emotion and psychic noise at their subject that forces their brain into a dangerously overactive state, mimicking the effects of a stroke. The subject takes bashing damage equal to potency. So let me see.
He could just give people fucking strokes.
Oh, wait until you get to the other ones. When I get to mine 4, folks, I can hemorrhage people. This is gonna be great.
Oh, yeah.
He could give you an aneurysm. He
Oh
could
yeah,
just make
I can. I deal lethal on mine 4.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that.
So you're at a base 2 reaches. One is to make it instant. One is to do it not touch, unless you want to go up and touch him.
No, I don't want to touch him.
Okay, so base 2 reaches, leaving you with 3 free reaches that you can throw into potency if you want.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw in how much potency do I have for reach left? I have
3. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm gonna spend the the remaining reaches on potency.
Nice. Okay, so you'll
that'll be-
roll Gnosis plus mine plus 1 die.
Yep, and my tool will. Oh, you get the +1, right?
Yeah, you get the
So-
+1 from whatever tool you want to use as you
Okay.
narratively appropriately want to use it.
So as I do that, as I'm staring down at this being Jekyll will retrieve the Knight of Swords, and then there's this sharp pain that just
sharp shock.
Yeah, as basically this imagery of just multiple stab wounds is just entering into the mind of this being. Very psycho, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to spend the mana then to get the one automatic paradox?
Sure. Okay. Because I need more paradox in my life.
Everyone does. So you're gonna spend the mana, right?
Right.
Okay. So no paradox. Just go straight to roll.
So it's gonna be Gnosis, mine, and then the +1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just actually need success to deal the damage. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay. And it is a praxis, so...
Midgardia with the 3-person raid, we freaking heart you!
Well, I dramatically failed.
You did dramatically fail. Nicely done. So I get to apply a condition to you.
Yay! More conditions.
Yay. In this case, we'll do... Or actually a tilt, right? No, conditions are now, and then tilts are lingering.
Right. Do you want to do it? I think, they kind of linger.
Yeah.
Conditions are kind of like semi-permanent for until whenever they get resolved.
Yeah, here we go.
You get a beat for resolving it.
You do.
Yes.
What? You're gonna be stunned as the magic flashes back on you. You're dazed and unable to think straight. Maybe your vision starts to blur out, and this psychic assault you're gonna throw at him. Maybe it's something about like having previously drawn abyssal magic in here. Maybe it's just hard to with the chaos that's in here right now. Hard to concentrate. Somehow the magic turns back on you, and you are stunned. A character with a stunned tilt loses her next action and halves their defense until you can next act. So we will skip your next action. This is just a simple tilt, and so there's no beat from resolving it, I don't think. The effects of this tilt normally unless... Yeah, there's no beat from this. Yeah, okay.
You're like a human pincushion, but for like mind shit right now. I just imagine your head is bleeding.
I mean, I'm sure there's I'm sure there's blood pouring out of my ears and everything.
No damage from this. Because I feel like at this point you're full up on resistant bashing, and so it would only do resistant bashing. It feels unfair to start converting to lethal, so that doesn't feel just. So I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's a little overboard. So you're stunned. You're gonna lose your next round, and that's it.
Okay.
Mole.
Okay. First thing Mole's gonna do is gonna go, Davis, go to the kitchen and prevent any adults from entering, any adults that you don't know, from entering the basement.
Yes, sir.
Fling knives at them until you run out of knives, and then fling other things.
So, capital, sir, capital. I'm on my way.
Thank you.
And thump up the stairs.
I'm then gonna pull out the flask of mercury.
Yeah.
And use shaping.
Ooh, neat. Okay.
All right, this is my praxis. So,
I'm gonna slap down my praxis.
Okay, so it does say particularly intricate shapes may require a wits plus crafts roll at the storyteller's discretion.
What are you doing? What kind of shape are you doing?
Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to have it come out of the vial and put it in basically like a lasso looking thing.
Okay.
That is going to stretch out and loop around the Anthraka.
Okay, is the Reverend going to be inside or outside of the loop?
Inside the loop is what he wants.
Okay, so mote it be. You do not need to make any sort of crafting roll for a circle. So,
all right. Can I also put like Anthraka doesn't have a foot? Okay, never mind. I was gonna.
Anthraka's just a cloud. Foot. Yeah, he's just a big roiling massive shadow.
Okay,
ass cloud.
So, what other reaches do I have? Can I use one for instant?
One for instant range. One for instance. One for range.
Okay.
So you've got 3 left, right?
Yes. Let's see. I can do some other things. I can alter. Nope, don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. I don't want to create an earthquake. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just use them for potency, I guess, to make the... I don't know. I got nothing for using them.
I don't think there's much you can do here in the way of, like, making it a more powerful spell. Right?
Yeah, maybe making it faster. Like...
It'll happen in a turn.
Yeah. All right. So modifier of 1.
Yeah. Gnosis
Alright.
plus matter plus 1.
Gotcha. I'm going to spend a willpower
Mage. Sorry,
because
I'm
I
so
need this
excited
to
we're
work.
playing Mage. It's right
I'm
here.
spending a willpower.
Okay,
Doing
so
it.
Gnosis plus matter plus 4.
Okay. 3 successes, and this is a praxis.
Yes, so that is an exceptional success. So you will have.
Do I get a mana back? I forget what happens.
You get a mana back, and you will also get inspired. So when your character takes an action pertaining, so the next time you do something with the shaping or use of matter, you may resolve the condition. An exceptional success on that roll only requires 3. It's already. Oh no! So
Well,
and yeah, so
On a
yeah,
different matter spell,
Yeah.
which I'm going to do next turn.
yeah. So you'll get a praxis on your next matter arcana something.
Gotcha.
That doesn't normally have it, and you will regain a point of willpower from that, as you are inspired from your exceptional success.
Excellent.
As from the vials of mercury float out, start intertwining with each other, and then flow through the air around the Reverend and Thraka, and then fall to the ground.
The boxing match of the century. I'm so ready.
Start taking your bets, folks.
And
Back to
then
the
I
top.
will step in front of Jekyll.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. And then it's in Thraka's go. Yes. it
Because
is.
if he dies, we lose control of these children.
Yes, you do. And that's pretty terrifying. So Reverend, some of the smoke starts roiling out and coming around you and starts to encase your head, similar to how it encased moles. I
Spit
need
at
you-
it.
Yeah, right. I need you to make a wits plus composure plus gnosis roll.
Okay.
Does this trigger the mental shield?
The mental shield was on Jekyll.
No, I
cast
cast
it
it.
on all of us.
With the withstanding of 2?
No, that was what is it? Mental
It's hold on.
triggers a clash.
I also have Ghost
Try-
Shield.
Oh,
Yeah.
triggers a Clash of Will. Yeah.
Mhm.
You had looked up Clash of Will. Hit me up with that. What is that again?
Roll Arcanum plus Gnosis. Damn it!
Gnosis.
Gotcha.
Mad at you.
Gnosis.
I didn't say Gnosis. All right, Clash. God damn it! I had it on the page. It's Gnosis plus Arcanum. It's a contested roll of Gnosis plus Arcanum.
Okay.
That's a lot of 9s.
And if there's a tie, roll until there's a winner.
What? So I rolled Gnosis and what?
You don't roll anything, I think.
Oh. I also have Ghost Shield on. Didn't you put Ghost Shield on me? What does that do?
did. Give me 1 second and I'll reread it.
All right. So, also, day-long spells add +1 to the clash roll.
Okay.
Week-long
Oh.
spells add 2. Yeah.
Okay, so Ghost Shield, to clarify, creates a shield that protects subject from ghostly noumena, influences, manifestations, death spells, and any death-related powers of other supernatural creatures. Any power attempting to pierce the shield provokes a Clash of Wills roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have rolled
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7 successes on my Clash of Wills.
Yeah, we're not going to win those. But
Oh yeah, no.
He has a
no.
willpower of 17, and spirits roll their willpower in Clash of Will rolls.
So, I
So
mean,
do I roll anything, or am I just like, ow?
The Clash of Wills would be with Kali. So Kali would roll your Gnosis plus what?
Arcana
That
plus
would be
1.
Yeah, so you would roll 7 dice
7.
and hope for the best. You can get 7 successes on 7
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah. Go for it, Kali.
You got no successes. Okay, that's fine.
Oh wait. Well,
Technically, it's a
yeah.
dramatic failure, but it's a Clash of Wills, so we're just going to leave it as you have failed. So, what I would like, Mr. Reverend, is for you
Yes.
to make a Wits plus Composure plus Gnosis roll as you feel this presence start to interpenetrate your brain.
Get the fuck out of my head! Do I get any modifiers?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
0 successes.
Don't tell me you dramatically failed. No, you did not, thank God.
Yeah. However, you are now suffering from hallucinations, and you're like 99% sure that the mole is actually Anthraka, and the mole has changed himself to look like Anthraka to confuse the bad guys, and that you should really be attacking the mole. Because that's
turn?
really the bad guy. It is now your turn, yes.
This is very sudden and strange. Would I be able to use Pierce Deception on this?
It seems completely normal. It's a hallucination.
So I wouldn't be able to use Pierce Deception to be like, fuck that noise.
Not immediately. You would have to have a reason to know that it's not real.
Because I'm not in the circle.
Right.
Yeah.
But I am in the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a
Anthraka
terrible
is-
mistake has happened.
But that was the... Oh, I see. So I rationalize it in my head.
Yeah. You've
All
made
right.
a terrible mistake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop hitting Anthraka, and I'm going
You
to
mean the
turn...
mole?
Stop hitting the mole, and I'm going to turn towards True Anthraka, my eyes beaming with my molten halo, glowing. And I'm going to, hold my cross with, 2 hands kind of gripping the metal harder. And I'm going to use control heat to like really heat up the end of it to make it like even more intense and even more powerful. And just, you thought that your lies could stop me. And I'm just going to start making my way towards him.
Wait, what?
But so I'm using control heat to heat up my cross so that the next time I hit something, it's supposed to be for an environment, but I thought it would be cooler if I just applied it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
So my cross now is just hotter and worse.
It's now a spark factory. It's just like molten drips of metal coming off of it. Yeah.
I don't want it to be ruined, but it's like you can see like steam coming off of it. If I whack stuff, it's probably gonna like start move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a
absolutely
forge's
it
hammer.
would. Yeah. All right, so let's make the roll. It's going to be 7 dice. And would you like to spend a mana to... Yeah, because you have to control heat with a spell.
Oh, okay. So
would you like
I
to spend
roll-
a mana to negate the paradox? Or
Yeah, he yes, because he
Okay.
will he cares about,
Not paradoxing.
people.
Yeah.
Jekyll.
He gives a hoot.
He does not pollute.
So I'm just gonna roll control heat.
Yep.
Any modifiers?
+1.
Because I'm using my cross. All right.
Yarp.
And 2 successes.
It glows even hotter as you summon more heat and make it more heaty. And
Stupid
your
trickster
cross-
gods.
Yeah.
Trying to trick me.
Y'all see that, by the way. Reverend turns around, looks at the mole, and says what he says, and you're like,
Oh, great.
But it's Kali's go.
Oh boy. Okay. 1 second.
Looking at your moves.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I know the-
Totally am.
I know that
Like,
face.
All right.
What the fuck do I do, face?
Yeah, see, I don't think I can really do anything to help that situation.
This whole thing here. Yeah.
Blah, yeah. But... Question. Reverend, your cross, is it a sharp, pointy object? No, it's a crowbar, right?
It's a blunt object.
Yeah.
It's like 2 pieces of rebar welded together.
Alright, so
Nothing
In
subtle
that-
happening here.
in that instance, I want to go ahead and again, since he's primary damage dealer, use shaping. Spending 1 reach so I can alter the solid substance.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanna add a little bit of pointy to that.
Here I come, mole.
Just to be clear, you realize he kind of now thinks the mole is the bad guy.
Oh yeah. Shit, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
Give me a sharp cross. if you guys think you can get this shit off my head, give me
I mean, I could try, but I'm not really confident in it. I'm just gonna tell you.
There's also that one guy that isn't being tormented.
No, unfortunately.
Is that guy near me?
No. You've got like a Kali, a mole, and a Jekyll between you and him.
Then in that case, yeah, let's
And
not
an
give you a sharp, pointy object.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
Do any of us have like get the fuck off my head moves?
I do, but we'll see how that pans out.
You're covered in your own slime right now. It'll like
Yeah.
bleeding out of every orifice.
Well, you've got one active bad guy. You've got Anthraka sitting over there just causing havoc with the party at this point. You've got
feel
wounded
free to take a hit. Take a shot at him. I don't have to be the only one fighting.
Well,
Kill them all.
I'm trying to think of what I can even, because I
Maybe
don't really
hitting
have. I guess I could go try to stab somebody. Yeah, let's just try to stab one of the guys.
I love it when people say that. One of them is very active and seems to be shooken out of it.
Good old-fashioned stabbing.
Yeah,
he is -2 defense.
Yeah.
So he only has a defense of 1 right now.
Yeah, let's poke him with my amputation knife. Why not?
Okay. I will allow you to use medicine as your attack roll, so that would be strength plus medicine, because you're using your amputation knife, right?
Yes, I am.
Strength plus medicine, -1 die.
And that's going to be an attack roll.
Yes. 4 damage. We're gonna call this lethal because it's a knife, and they're just people. So what do you do with the knife as you come up to him? Being a trained medical professional carrying an amputation knife.
She's going to walk right up to him, take the knife, which is a bit curved, and bring it down on the side at his arm.
Okay.
Basically with the goal to either severely injure him, like towards the shoulder.
Collarbone.
Yeah,
if you do the collarbone, he like won't be able to lift his arm.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could also go for his like jugular around his neck and his trachea and stuff. It won't be able. I don't know if they're people though. They might be like, I don't care.
'Tis only a flesh wound.
Gurgle spiders.
That's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get bags of spiders.
As you bring the amputation knife down into his clavicular region, I guess, and pull it across and rend it out, there's this horrible looking gash. This flap of skin comes folding over. The bone there is actually blackened, and there are these spiders that start crawling across his chest instead of blood.
Yum.
Gross.
He can probably be saved, right, guys? He can be saved.
It obviously damaged him, though.
Good.
Yeah. Yay! 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 It's the dude's go. That guy's super mad at you now, Kali. Is gonna chuck a bolt.
My chest meat.
My chest meats. What are your your 3 defense? -2 more, so you're at essentially 5 defense. So he will roll 2 dice.
Okay.
And not hit you, as he tries to bring his arm up to and he doesn't realize how fucked up it is at first, and as he brings it up, you see the blast kind of go off behind him and hit one of his buddies.
Nice.
Yeah. It's just, oh god!
And Thraka's gotta be like, my minions suck.
What the crap?
The fuck, guys?
You know, I hired all of you and everything.
I filled you with spiders, and you still can't do anything.
Gave you this 401k insurance.
Well, no, it's Victorian London. They don't believe in 401k yet.
Oh, I know.
Nerdalopedia with the raid. We heart you. Hi. Thank you.
We're fighting a cloud monster.
Yeah.
We're fighting things.
An
The
abyssal
Night
demon.
Calamity.
Yeah.
Eldritch horrors, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Jekyll?
Yep. All right, I'm gonna try
Get
something.
off
I'm
me.
probably not gonna work. Also, just for point of order, it is also creative thaumaturgy.
Next time,
Because-
I should just like shove you in a closet.
Live your best life. And
Live my best life, right? It might.
Next session, Old Yeller, it's coming.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to do clear thoughts. The mage soothes the troubled thoughts and deaden emotions, making the subject think clearly. The spell suppresses one mental condition or tilt per level of potency for its duration. And the part I'm looking for is the spell may not affect conditions created by paradox, which this is not, and those imposed by supernatural means provoke a clash of wills. So this part does provoke a clash of wills.
It will provoke which is fun for me.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the last class of wills?
Yeah, I know, which is why I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's the only thing that Jekyll can think of. So here we go.
No, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, so it's going to be instant, one target. Duration is going to be seen. And I have to add potency, don't I? Well, I need one potency to get rid of the one condition, right?
Yes.
So that's 3.
Well, that is your one success, so you don't need that.
Okay.
But what I will allow you to do,
Mm-hmm.
because I think this is fun, is you can take additional reaches. Thank you, Nerdlopedia, for the 100 bits. You can take additional reaches to add dice to your Clash of Wills roll.
Ooh, that's.
I think
fun.
that 100 bits should go to Jekyll.
It's not enough to do anything. You need
He's got
400
all
more
of his
bits.
bones are broken. He's bleeding everywhere. I think it should go to him. My vote.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're probably gonna spend quite a bit of reach then, because I need this to work. And I will be spending willpower for this, because So, all right, since this is not a road, I don't get any free reaches, which means every reach I put basically
You
is
get one free
paradox.
reach. You always get one free reach,
Right,
which will make it instant, but everything on top of that.
right. So basically, the fact that it's I have to target remotely, so that's one thing,
Mhm.
and then okay,
Duration scene, you want to make it last for the scene, right?
right. So
Okay.
that's 2 reach. That's 2 paradox for you.
That's
3 actually.
3 so far, indeed.
Right. All right.
And then potency for additional Clash of Wills dice.
Right. Okay. We'll put in 3 more potency for Clash of Will dice.
6! Would you like to spend any mana?
Yeah.
How much
I'll
do you have
spend-
left?
I only have 6, so I'm only going to be spending.
Damn.
I will only be spending 2 to
Okay.
reduce it to 4 for you, Throg.
Okay,
So
4
go
dice.
ahead
I
and
get
roll. Go ahead and roll.
4 paradox dice.
Yeah. Huh?
Hey, big spender. Give me something. Give me. It only makes sense for you to get schlocked with some paradox. 2 successes. All right. So, I imagine you don't want to internalize this, given your current physical state, but you might.
Well, let's put it this way. I can only go to more lethal and aggravated at this point. So, so I would end up taking possibly 3 bashing from this.
Yes, which would turn into 3 lethal.
3 lethal, yeah.
Yeah, you would take 3.
What the hell? I'll take the 3 lethal.
Make a wisdom roll. Roll your wisdom.
Roll my wisdom. 5d10. Yay! This is going to end poorly for me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You take 1 bashing. And let me check a thing.
Not so bad.
Yeah, so you're at 1 lethal. Each paradox is canceled out in this way. Oh, I'm sorry. You take 2 bashing.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
So,
and I will
okay.
still get to spend 1 reach on something.
Okay.
So that will be... I'm not going to undo the effect because I still want you to be able to roll it. I'm going to impose a condition on the subject of the spell.
Okay. Seems fair.
And
Seems
that
fair.
will be... Strained.
I get rid of strayed?
Strained. And it will not be on
Okay.
you because you're not the subject of the spell.
No.
Fair.
Oh no,
Is that on me?
not Shrine. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be on you, but it will be spooked.
Spooky, spooky.
Yeah. You, for the
Fair.
first time in a long time, Reverend, feel fear.
Of what?
This situation. Just everything around you, the chaos, this roiling abyssal demon, the strange thralls that are bleeding spiders, the fact that the mole is apparently actually Anthraka at the moment, but that might get resolved here in a second. Just the world around you has suddenly crumbled from the way that you originally understood it, and you're having a hard time wrapping your head around it. Any mental skill check you take will be at -2 dice.
Okay.
All right, so
For the scene.
what do I have to roll for the Clash of Wills, Throck?
You still need to cast it next.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Right. So that'll be 6 dice?
Yep,
7
it'll
dice.
be 6
7
dice. 7 dice, right. So mind plus Gnosis plus 1. For the love of merciful gods. I just need the 1 success here. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So now we Clash of Wills. You will have 4 additional dice.
Okay.
You'll have 7 additional dice on your Clash of Wills roll.
Okay, so Clash of Wills is usually mind and Gnosis, right?
Mind Gnosis plus 7 versus his 17.
Plus 7. Am I allowed
Actually,
to spend
yes,
willpower for this?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why I was at plus 7 dice, because I assumed you were going to spend willpower, right?
Yeah, okay, so I am spending willpower, so yes, so it's plus 7 on my modifier. Got it.
Mhm.
Thank you. Of course he rolls 10s.
You're
did get
tied right
plus.
now. You're tied right now.
Oh, so I have to do it again.
You are tied. Yeah, so we got to do it again.
So at 7.
What is happening?
Oh, gods.
Their
no.
minds are
shit.
battling for your sanity.
Oh, gods. This will not end well.
Get this asshole out of my head.
3, 4. Oh.
4 successes.
Oh.
So, even in the struggle for your humanity, you feel the presence of Jekyll trying to tell you something, Reverend, as it interacts with this certainty about the mole in your mind. And you're able to shake it off and realize, no, he's probably part of the problem, but I need to focus on the real issue, which is Anthraka, who is actually Mole.
Wait, was that enough for
No.
me to try to make a judgment call myself and use
I'm going to
Pierce
let you make the
deception?
judgment call after you hit someone. Essentially,
Okay.
you need to
That's
have
fair.
a reason to know, and because he failed the Clash of Wills, you don't have
That's
that
fair.
reason. Yeah,
I like it. Okay.
Don't worry. I have a plan.
of
Yeah,
course
oh,
you
by
do.
the way.
Okay, because here comes a red hot crowbar.
Mole, by the way, if you ever happen to take a glance at Jekyll at this point, he is completely having blood just seeping out of his eyes, his nose, and his ears, and there's just like his skin is getting pastier and pastier in every effort.
This sweaty mess.
Okay.
Sweaty, bloody
Speaking
mess.
of, Mole, it's your go.
I'm going to do some freeform casting.
Yay.
Not really. There's something called Words of Truth. It's Prime 2, which I have.
That is
The mage
Oh.
speaks with tongues of fire and the world listens.
holy
So long as
shit. This is like
the mage speaks are objectively true and the mage herself knows them to be true. All of the subjects of the spell can hear her and understand her. Moreover, the subjects know on a soul deep level that what the mage says is true. So I'm going to attempt to cast that, focusing only on the Rev.
Okay, touch.
No, I'm not getting in range with him.
Okay, good. So it's going to be 1 for instant, 1 for range,
Yep,
and that's
so
it.
that's now I'm over by 1.
You're over by 1.
I have to
so we're
spend a
at 2.
mana for the spell.
Okay, so you're spending a mana for the spell. You can spend up to 2 more, right? Because your Gnosis 3.
Yes. Now here's another thing I can do.
to
+1
reduce
read.
it. Mhm.
The words aren't merely true, they're a call to action. If the listener goes along with what the mage says, they gain the inspired condition. I'm going to use that reach.
Nice. So you are 3 over into Paradox.
I
You
know.
can spend 2 more mana because your Gnosis 3, right? Because you can spend up to 3 mana a turn at Gnosis
up
3.
I have Gnosis too.
Oh, you have Gnosis too. You can only spend 1 mana a turn right now.
Which I will do.
Okay, you already did it. Because you had to spend it, right? That's what you said. You said you had to spend 1 mana to do something.
Because it's off. It's not one of my primes.
Right.
It's not a rope.
Because it's off. Yeah. So you don't have any more mana to spend to negate Paradox.
Well, no. It's the one for casting it off.
Yes.
And that was the only one. That was the one I mentioned.
You are Gnosis 2, so you can only spend 1 mana a round. Right? I think so.
Okay.
We can
I
through
don't
the
know.
book.
Just
I don't
start-
want to cheat you, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
I will take I'm going to take the Paradox. Because I want you to be inspired.
Yes. How dare this thing? How dare it?
So
Try to make me hurt my frames.
Gnosis 2. Mana per turn. No, 2. You can spend 2, so we can reduce that down to 2 Paradox dice.
okay, I will reduce that to 2 Paradox dice.
Yep.
Mark off 2 more mana, burning
Page
mana. All right.
86 of the PDF for those of you.
Prime,
okay, so 2.
Gnosis. Why is Wit selected?
Well, you're gonna take. So,
Yeah. Oh,
Friend.
Jesus Christ.
would you like to
I'm gonna
try
absorb
and suck it down? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom roll.
Seven die 10.
Nice. So you're going to take 1 resistant bashing, and I will get 1 reach, or I will get 1 paradox reach, and that will go to. I'm going to make a reach to make it affect more people. The other person who it's going to affect is. No, I'm not gonna have it more. I'm not gonna have it more effect. I'm not gonna have it affect more people. I'm going to apply another condition to the Reverend because that is hilarious.
Backing him up.
Bring it on.
You'll be
Let's do this.
inspired. Buffalo. baffled.
Everyone's
will-
playing ping pong with my fucking brain. Let's have it.
I am going to give you obsession. You need to understand, to the core of you, how this thing was summoned. Reverend, you must know. That is your new obsession.
Okay.
All right. So now I need to cast the damn spell. All right.
Yep.
You know that little.
Sparkle Gem Longbottom, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. We heart you and your support for this amazing channel because you are an amazing human being.
Yep. Just the one for my tools.
Yep. So you'll be at 5, 6.
That's a pretty
6
great
dice.
name.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I got 0 on successes, but I have a condition on me called
Yes.
steadfast.
Oh yeah.
On a failed roll, I can turn it into a single success by spending the condition.
Spend the condition.
I spend the condition.
You and so what is it you would like to impart to the Reverend?
Here's what I say. Reverend, I'm not your enemy. Your enemy is Anthraka. It is that being in the circle with you. It needs to be destroyed.
And it is true to a fact, and you are also inspired.
They italicized the word no, so you know.
I
Yeah.
fucking know that cocksucker just tried to trick me. Oh, I turn around.
So you
Away from my team.
in pursuit of your goal, any one roll you make may have an exceptional success on a 3 roll instead of 5 successes.
That's me?
Successes. Yeah. That is what Inspired does. You crit
But-
on 3 successes instead of 5.
But this page won't know that.
But we will.
Yeah.
I will know
Okay.
when I look at your dice and go, "Oh, you got 3 successes! Yay!"
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But sadly, it's Anthraka's turn. What's he gonna do? You're becoming a problem mole. What is your defense?
Generally.
Yeah.
That's generally what I do.
Yeah. What's your defense?
2, but I have shields that I would use.
Sure.
I should have.
So he's gonna start at 13 dice to chuck a bolt at you. So your defense is 2. You have a withstanding of 2, so we're down to 9.
And I'm going to use a prime shield to get 2 more.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll have 7d10 to chuck at you.
Great.
And we'll get 1 success. Sad face. So you will take 1 lethal as... let me make sure that's correct.
Wait, is this bolt going past me?
Yeah.
Can I spend a mana to make another one of those shields?
No, I've got my own shield that I've spent a mana for.
He will actually spend 2 essence to do 2 lethal to you instead.
Okay.
Yep. And it hits you like straight up in the neck, and it burns.
I yell a little, but not... Yeah, I scream.
Okay. And then we're back to Reverend.
So I turn to this fucking thing. I'm getting sick of this fucking cloud, and all that it's done to all these people.
It still looks like the mole.
Does it?
You know it's not the mole, but it still looks like the mole.
Well, whatever. I don't care. But I'm gonna beat the shit out of the mole. It's pretending to be one of my teammates, and that's also disgusting. So I turn to it, and as I walk to it, I kind of like lower the cross down on my side. I have that heat like amped up. I have the fucking the halo of molten iron above my head, and I say to it, "Can I tell how it's looking? Like, do we have any idea of like how have we done? No, it's just a blob, whatever." So I start approaching it, and I say, just loud enough for it to hear.
Yeah.
Thou evil and wicked creatures who walk these blessed lands, those who harm the body, mind, or spirit of the good people, the kind and the helpless, be you man, beast, or devil, thou will know the righteous fury and fire of the Lord. Reverend 3-1. And as I fucking haul ass, and with
take a willpower back if you've used
burning
one.
cross. What's up?
Have you used any willpower?
I think so. Yeah.
Gain a willpower.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Oh no, I haven't used any willpower.
Okay. Gain up.
So.
Gain up. Thank you, K-Chen, for the 100 bits.
You want me to get a mana back?
You're gonna get an extra 2 dice on your roll. That's what's gonna
happen. Okay. All right. So I am going to use with my cross, with my adamant hand, which is swinging, and I'm going to put kinetic blow into it. And while this thing is heated red, I'm going to slam into this fucking thing, which looks just like Mole, who gives me the willies and creeps me out. So I'm okay with bashing his face in. I am going to crash this thing as hard as I fucking can with my cross. So, do I just roll kinetic blow, or does my melee and...
Well, the kinetic blow is going to add dice to your attack. So we're going to roll your kinetic blow now, which will be 7 dice. Roll 7 dice.
Well, there's a little dice next to the kinetic blow. Does it work like that?
I think so, and then it'll ask you to add a modifier to it.
Okay, what's the modifier?
1.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
3 successes.
Okay. So, the 2 additional...
Is it just 1 if I use adamant hand and the cross? Because the cross is one of my destined tools, and adamant hand means that this is how I cast spells.
Oh, then you would get 1 more. Yeah, that's a special adamantine arrow thing. So yeah, you would get the extra 1 from adamant hand. I'm sorry.
Let me just roll a d10.
Yeah.
Right, that's how it works.
Yep. But remember, this is an exceptional success.
Oh, this is a praxis, by the way. Yeah.
Oh no, when you hit him, it'll be an exceptional success as well. But yeah, if you hit him.
Yeah, this is one of my praxis.
So it's also an exceptional success. So you regain any spent willpower, which was not. You can add another reach to give yourself a bigger bonus.
Yes.
You want to do that? Okay, so, and the spell's effect specifically is what?
Okay, here, let me grab it. It does... On our attacks, gain a weapon bonus equal to potency to a maximum of 5 and inflict lethal damage.
Okay, so you will have 3 extra potency on this.
Okay. So now I roll weaponry and strength.
Weaponry plus strength plus 3. And you need 3 successes for an exceptional success.
Oh, Yes! 3 successes!
So we're gonna double the damage on that. That's how that's gonna work.
Yes!
It is still up, but there's
Fucking Thraka.
this flame shooting off of the end of your cross as you rocket through him. And there's this horrible scream, and you see the one thrall who was still fighting you guys drop.
Oh, nice.
Fuck him.
So it's
Fuck
6
the Knight's
successes,
Calamity.
6, 7, 8, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still here, but it does move. It does look like it's starting to destabilize.
Feel a little
Nicely
under
done.
the weather.
Kali.
Melt it.
And note that I didn't have you subtract dice for defense. Because
Yeah.
you're inside the Mercury circle. It has a 0 defense when you put the Mercury down.
Oh, yes.
That is the bonus. Yeah,
That's so clutch.
yeah.
That's why we plan. Fuck yeah. Can you decay it?
I don't think so. That would be great.
You want to try?
It does not matter, I will tell you that.
Okay, sorry.
You would
never mind.
instinctively know, that it is not
That would
death.
be a cool
does
fucking
not
way to
matter.
kill it.
Just,
Like,
just quick question though. Does it
Yeah.
count as an ephemeral entity?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
But the Reverend is actively attacking it now, so I can do what I wanted to do last turn.
Indeed.
Yes.
And make it extra awesome.
Yes,
you want to make my cross sharp?
sharp and pointy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to plant that shit in its heart.
So that's gonna be 1 reach.
One reach.
1 reach to affect solid objects.
Can you get your mic closer? I'm having a hard time tracking it.
Ah, goodness.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You're
Forgot
okay.
I had to use the mic for a second. Yeah. Basically, I have to spend a reach to alter the shape of solid substances.
Yeah. And this is a rote for you, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you are still good. So if you don't want to take any additional reaches, you can dump the others into potency or whatever the primary spell factor is. I'm not actually sure.
Potency.
Yeah.
You can dump it into potency. You could dump 4 more into potency for funsies, which will just give you extra successes.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Seems like a
Okay.
good habit for us to get into with rotes.
Yeah.
I've got extra. I dump it into potency. Yeah.
So that's going to be. I can just click on the thing, right? Right from the spell.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you'll have a +1 die.
+1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Well, at least it wasn't a dramatic failure.
Wait,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
wait. That roll says OC. Do you happen to have on your sheet, chance dice clicked, or
That's a good question.
what is that OC in the corner?
Yes, I do have chance dice.
Oh, reroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn that off, yeah.
Good eye. There you go. 1 success.
That
Hey!
was a good idea.
Myers saves the day.
I think
Yes.
that's what Angos did that one time.
As
Buddy.
you see these blades kind of form, Reverend, on the tips of your cross. And almost coming out of the eldritch being itself, these crows almost that are just pure smoke appear for a second and then just dissipate.
Yeah.
Nicely done. The dudes are now piles of dude, so are not super helpful. Which means
Spider
Jekyll's good.
dudes.
Yeah. Yeckle.
Okay. We're going to try this. So Jekyll's body is ravaged.
Yeah.
We need to get Jekyll
And
some
not in like a fun
Gatorade
way.
and a
No.
candy.
And Mole, you can hear Jekyll's breathing. It's been heavy the entire time, sporadic, and just completely.
I can hear you. Is that what you said?
No, Mole can hear
okay.
because he's the closest. And there's an eventuality where the breathing comms. You brought all of this on yourself, and I am going to command hide through as my familiar.
Okay.
To use entropic decay
On the thing.
in Thraka, yeah.
Okay.
It actually, so it's the entity accelerates the natural process of decay on a target. The Numina costs 3 points of essence, which I will spend.
Yeah.
The activation dice pool is resisted depending on the subject, which in this case is an ephemeral entity, so it uses resistance.
Yep.
Any success on each success on the activation roll inflicts 1 point of lethal damage.
Noise. Okay. So you roll first for a moment, describe what your Goetia looks like as it materializes in the physical plane.
Okay, so as it materializes, it first looks like a shadowy wisp of a child dressed in kind of like the silhouette of fine clothing, but then elongates and grows tall, like lanky, and it just eventually you just see like this bit of wisp of like horns emerge on the sides of its face, and it's not just one set of eyes, it's 4 sets of eyes, and you can see that even the body, the skeletal where the ribs probably would have been, it becomes kind of protruding, and you don't see a mouth, but but you see the jaw kind of bend and twist as if it's roaring.
Make the roll.
Okay, so it's a power, and let me see, it's a for
It's
Numina,
probably power and finesse.
yes, it is.
Most
It's power and
Numina's power and
finesse.
finesse. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I just need to roll in this. Let's see, finesse and power and finesse. So it's 5 dice.
Okay.
And yep. Okay. I got a 1 success.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I just have to try it.
Yeah. 3 successes to start.
Hmm.
Yeah. 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
It has a resistance of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an
I figure
abyssal
I tried.
demon. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It is the 9th calamity.
Yeah. But we'll bring Hide out for his little fun, because Jekyll's already kind of ravaged.
Does he have a little top hat? I'm imagining him with a little top hat, and I don't know if that's incorrect.
Actually, you can imagine him in like a long cloak, like a long turn cloak, a coat with tails behind it. And I wouldn't say that. I would say, if anything, it looks like it's like in the shape of a hat, but it's like part of the whole image. So it looks kind of like it belongs to part of it. It's all one entity and aspect.
It's like the Babadook.
Oh, but even better, it's on a tilt. It's on a tilt. It's not even sitting straight up. It's sitting on a tilt.
I like it.
And there's a reason he's shaped like that.
Jekyll. I'm sorry, Mole.
Okay.
I was even looking at you, Kevin. I don't even know.
I say,
Jamal. Meckle.
I look over at what Kali just did, and I go, I can make it better. And I'm going to cast As Above, So Below, which I have as a rote.
Okay.
This gives a tool the 9 again quality,
Nice.
and I can spend a reach to make it the 8 again quality.
Nice.
So I'm going to do that on the cross.
Nice.
Ooh, my cross is so awesome.
Oh wait, no, hold on. This only works for yantras, so it would make you better at spellcasting.
This
so
is
nice.
my dedicated object.
I'm going to use a different route called Crucible, which does the same thing the way I wanted it to. Primary purpose is a tool of 8 again quality
I bring you again. Nice.
Well, fine then. I'll do this.
equal to the potency.
Do it. Make that shit hit hard.
Hold on for one.
That's what it sounds like that it does.
Hold on. I'm seeing what I can do with my other reaches. Increases the object availability? No. I can make it very pretty.
Ooh.
I don't want it to be very pretty.
I'm going to use. I have it as a rote, so it's matter 3, so I get 3 reaches.
Yeah.
So instant at a distance.
Distance. Seen.
Seen. Well, no, he only gets it on a number of rolls equal to a certain thing.
So potency.
So I don't even know.
To add to the number.
Yeah,
of rolls.
to add to the number of rolls.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
noicing you nice.
How much potency would I get?
We'll see.
We're about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2,
3.
2. Well, the first one is to affect the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2.
2.
So the next 2 rolls, your weapon is 8 again.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
8 agains are good.
What I do is I take the coin in my hand again and I sketch, kind of like I would etch into the reality, a quick image of the cross. And the image overlays the Reverend's cross into a perfect, perfection of the sharpened, fiery death cross.
Toit. As the whole room kind of almost collapses in that for a second as the magic goes off. See, I'm remembering all of your magical effects as we go through this. Isn't that great? Sorry. I'm pretty proud of myself for that, to be honest.
It is. That's cinematic, man. That's good shit.
I know! Yeah. So, your next 2 attacks will get 8 agains. Yay.
Unfortunately,
it's Enthraka's go, and he doesn't like any of you at this point. So you see him reel back as if his entire body collapses into itself. The entire smoke gets half for a second its size, before rapidly expanding out again to its full size as this wave of energy goes through the place. It hurts him to do this, but I need everyone to make a resolve plus composure plus gnosis roll.
Composure and gnosis.
Yeah.
And would the withstand 2 factor in here?
So that would reduce his number of dice.
Okay. So composure, gnosis.
2.
3.
4.
Okay.
Nice.
I love. We have a perfect range.
Math's
I sense
hard.
a lot of dice.
That was a lot of dice.
4.
4 with a 10 there. 4.
He has 9 again quality. So it will be 3 successes. So if you got
me and Kali
4 or more successes, then you will not take any damage. If you got 3 successes, you will take 1 aggravated damage. If you got less than that, you will take the difference in aggravated damage.
Okay.
How much is that?
So 1, 2, 3. So Kali will take 2 aggravated. Zombie will take 1 aggravated. Mole, it's good.
Mole's good. I take 1.
You also take 1. Yes.
It's okay. Jekyll's body is continually being ravaged.
Boom. I don't even want to fucking move. If he's just is he staying in that spot, but he's blasting out energy?
Yeah, it was it's an instantaneous effect.
Yeah. I just want to fucking eat it.
And then it's your go.
Okay, so does he shrink back? It was boom, and then he's it was
he's
desperate.
back out. So he collapses in like a dying star for just a moment, and then there's this. He expands back out with this green wave of energy that washes over all of you.
All right. I want to raise the cross above my head with the hot part basically at the top.
Sure.
And then I want to spin it around so it has the sharp, heated point pointing towards him. So I'm holding the cross kind of, top side down.
Your phone agrees. I like it.
I know, I'm sorry. Throw that shit on the ground.
How dare you?
And I want to use kinetic blow again because it's the shit, and bring it down on this thing. And I think I'm just gonna go with a classic, and I'm just gonna say, "Oh, see you in hell," and I'm gonna fucking slam this shit into its head. Its head. It's whatever it's into its being,
into its being.
business.
Yeah. Would you like to spend a willpower on this?
Yeah. Yes, I do want to. You know what? I'll throw a willpower. I'll throw a mana. Fuck it.
There's no mana on this.
Okay.
It's gonna be weaponry plus strength plus 3. With the
weaponry
8 again
plus
quality.
strength.
Yeah.
Let's do that one first.
With 8
Make sure to click 8 again.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that?
Yeah, please, it's on
Upper
the
right-hand
upper
corner.
right.
Yeah.
Instead of normal roll, it should be 8 again.
I see it.
Because you want it.
I do. And then plus 3 for my modifier. Is that what you said?
Yes.
And so there's that. So that's 3 successes on that, and then I'm gonna roll my kinetic blow, which that's no modifiers, right? That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Why does it keep doing forces 2?
Oh, it's in your spell. You probably need to change the number that's
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Here, let me do it again.
And take off the 8 again quality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, make sure to take off the 8 again.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Come on, this fucking thing is starting to die on me.
Fucking thing.
Hopefully. it
Well,
will.
I mean, hopefully Thraka's dying on us.
Still 1 success. So 3 successes on just the cross hit, and then 1 success on my kinetic blow, which again does the lethal, and it does all the potency.
Yeah. Which there wasn't any additional here, but that's okay. No, there would have been like 3 additional potency, which is great. So, how do you take him out?
Oh, yes. Fuck him. All right. So as I bring the cross down, this intense amount of heat just emanates from me, from him, from the cross, just from not just me, but from the violence, from the force of me killing this thing. And the molten halo glows bright. The heat from the cross grows bright, and I think anything near us, it's almost like a little bit too hot where it should hurt you, but it doesn't. It just like fuck, like it feels like it's like a little bit you're too close to it.
Yeah.
And I am just fucking roaring as I am stabbing into this thing. Is there a body? Is there like a? Then do I just pass through it and I want to slam the cross and dig it into the concrete a little bit, just as I just like am steaming from like the heat of it, and then I just sort of let go of it, and I'm just kind of like
the room begins to shake. The building begins to shake. You see this creature twitch. The smoke kind of going in, coming out, going in, moving around, parts of it starting to fleck off. You see the green light start to flicker and recede back from the cloud, and you notice that it's almost as if it's moving through space that doesn't exist where you are. And there's this horrible and it's gone.
is my cross still? What'd you say?
Do you think that's it then?
Please
Is it
don't
doing
remove
the
the ley
thing?
line. We have to see to the child on fall.
Child, I want to rip my cross out of the cement.
Kelly,
'Cause
what
it's
were you gonna say?
jammed upside down.
Oh, I was just asking if it was basically done.
I think so.
Let's see what Davis has done with the kitchen.
And on that note, that's where we're gonna end it for the day. Because it is 11:20, which is our
It was 11:20. Yeah.
time
for me
whistle
to go
blow.
to bed.
Yeah. Callie, well, you had something else?
No.
Okay,
No,
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
did
trying to make space because it's kind of hard to hear you initially.
No, like I said, I've got to figure out what's going on. It's just Zoo. I don't know.
Oh, we'll get
I
it.
don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Figure it out.
We will figure it out. DM me at some point during the week, and we'll play around with it and see what we can figure out.
All right, cool.
Anna Raid Rel, thank you for the follow. All right, everyone, this has been episode 4 of Wardens of Whitechapel, our Victorian era Mage the Awakening 2nd edition game by Chronicles of Darkness, or by the Onyx Path in the Chronicles of Darkness system. That was a lot of words. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. You all have killed it in chat. This was an amazing episode. It was 3 weeks of build up to this, so I think that's super cool. I will say we are on the bubble for next week because I will be moving the very next day, and so if I have everything done in time for an evening game, I want to still try and run us through next week, but I'm also moving, so God only knows. So keep watching Twitter, and we'll let you know whether or not we have game next week. But it's been, it may have to wait a week as I get set up in my new place and all that stuff. But let's go around and get thoughts from everyone. Shout outs, tell us where else we can find you on the interwebs. Starting with Kevin.
Hi, I'm Bisonic Kevin on Twitter, and I'm all over the Discord. Please join us there. It's a bunch of great people. Yeah, that was a blast. So many spells. Are you going to be able to make it next Tuesday? If not,
Yes.
That's totally cool. Okay.
No,
so
next Tuesday, because it's 2 days before. I won't have packed up my computer by then.
Yeah. All right, so next Tuesday, we are premiering Rifts, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome. The cast is fantastic. We did a session 0, and I think we're on good footing. So please join us Tuesdays at 8 to see some Palladium Rifts. Crazy.
I'm in that. And Throck's in that.
Yeah. It's going to be
Nuts shit.
Epic.
Mayhem.
Nuts shit, yeah.
That girl that place is in that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. So that's all I got right now. So
Sweet.
thanks.
Kay.
All right. Well, Kate, you can find me on the Twitters at K_undead. That is kind of my moniker online, is Undead K. I also have a random art page that I sometimes remember to post things to, so there is a link for that. This was fun. Thank you for bearing with us while we tried to figure out how battle systems work in this.
Yay.
You guys are awesome.
And really, I just want to reiterate, you guys were amazing during this as well. Yeah, yay. Who was next? Oh, Evan. Sorry.
Hello, I am Evan on Twitter. I am Evan Jennings 64. On Instagram, I have Zombie Love Juice, and that's kind of what I am everywhere else. I had a lot of fun. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for my pit fight with the 9th Calamity since we first decided that we were going to pit fight the 9th Calamity. So I loved it. I loved that we got to murder the shit out of him. What am I doing? I'm going to be in the Rifts game with Kevin and Throck Tuesday, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I run my own D&D on my own YouTube called Beyond EMH, where I run an evil campaign, and it's very awful, and it's really not very nice. And other than that, I also do every other Saturday. I have Sabater Day, where I play in the Sabat game, which is awesome. Am I forgetting something? I don't think I forgot anything.
That's 3. Yeah, that's everything.
I think I'm good. That's it. I'm out.
Yay. Jackie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie, better known as Death by Mage on the internets. You can find me on my blog at deathbymage.com. You can also find me on the DMs Guild under Jackie Leung for my best-selling Journey into the Feywild. You can also find me for my Jubilexian Slime Race, and you can also find me on. Under for Artifacts of the Guild. I believe we're going to get that physical print out very soon. They're just getting the proofs as of today. That's it for me, and I will say that thank you for everyone for sending the bits, for encouraging and enabling my bad decision making.
And I'm Throck. I'm co-founder here at Welcome to the Party. Welcome to the Party is dedicated to creating inclusion and equity in gaming and teaching people how to stream and then giving them a place to do it. And that means learning how to play new games, learning how to stream online, learning how to be a player online. That's what we do here, is we provide space for people. You can find me, of course, here on Wednesday nights running our Wardens of Whitechapel Mage game. You can also find me running our D&D 5e Friday night game, which is currently, it's called Dragon Dark Days. It is Tomb of Annihilation. It's every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then on Tuesdays, I'll be playing a psychic gunslinger in Rifts, whose name is Harkins, and he has an electric horse named Dahlia, and I'm very excited.
An electric horse.
It's a robot horse, whatever, it's fine.
No, that's electric sounds so much cooler.
I know, right?
It's so much more 80s. I love it.
It's like the Cuisinart. It's actually has like Cuisinart stamped on it and everything.
Yeah. He is modeled after Seth Bullock, Clint Eastwood, and Wild Bill Hickok. That is who he is. Yeah, pretty excited about that. It's gonna be great. Okay. And on that, don't forget to check out our Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel, because there you can underwrite amazing art and writing and help us pay our bills in a far more efficient way than you can here on Twitch. Not that we don't love your subs, not that we don't love your bits. We always welcome those as well. And of course, thank you to everyone who bidded and subbed today, because it does support the channel and we love it very much. And also check out our merch shop at sonerdwear.com, where you can get 10% off amazing Welcome to the Party merch. And last but not least, if you like an amazing Discord, you should come to ours. It's friendly, welcoming. We teach you how to play stuff. We talk about all sorts of stuff. We have a rockin' not safe for work channel that's actually pretty safe for work, all things considered. It's just it is occasionally safe. I don't know why that's the channel I decided to highlight. I literally have that channel on mute because it tends to go off. But yeah,
I put my butt in it.
Yeah, I put my butt on it. It was
Put my
great.
butt on it.
And with that, we're going to go raid our friends at We Are Nerdsmith, who are rocking some Dungeons & Dragons. Episode 158 of their Splitting the Party. They have apparently been going for a long time on that. But they're amazing people, and you should come with us to say hi, give them a big old welcome to the party love fest once we get over there at We Are Nerdsmith. All right. And thank you all for hanging out with us. You guys kept chat rocking with the bits and the subs and the amazing punnage and everything, and we really appreciate the love and support you've shown for our Chronicles of Darkness stuff specifically, but all of our games in general. And we're going to have a very special announcement coming soon about all of our Chronicles of Darkness content, which I think will be very exciting. And so all of our World of Darkness and Chronicles of Darkness content. And with that, we're going to raid. So thank you all, and have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
See you.